Prince of the Apocalypse. I am Brett, your DM. We have just reassembled the studio for hopefully the last time for a little while at least. The roof is no longer going to cave in and kill us all. But,
regret.
It's such a relief.
Hopefully everything is good for you guys.
If it's not, let us know in the comments or on our Discord and we will fix it as soon as practically possible.
She might be over promising. So, I'm Brett, this is Prince of the Apocalypse. Welcome to Tabletop Fables. The players want to introduce themselves. That is Emissos.
Hi, I'm Emissos. Yeah.
That's about right, really.
And I am Cody, playing Emharis, the best wizard in the party by far still.
Hi, I'm Jacob, I'm playing Cough, and yeah, he can be the best wizard for now. But I'm the best puncher.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say you've got a bit of competition with 5, but going for actual times hit, probably winning that. Sorry, Hyde.
I'm still here, Harder.
Hi, I'm Ishtar. I'm playing Truedream, the Goliath cleric. I'm not doing any stupid statement this time.
Are you still trying to work out why you're with us?
Yeah.
I'm Anthony, I'm playing 5 and I'm
Still
figuring
leveling.
out my character sheet.
Still leveling.
Last game, a lot of innocent children died. Or
You
3.
can't prove they were innocent.
Or children.
I'm the DM.
They could have been halflings.
No children
They're recently shaved.
innocent.
It was
That's why
but Master Cough.
That's why you're baptized, because you're born with all the evils of the world.
Yes. System that is not rigged.
Never baptized.
They killed off the Feathergale Society. Fortunately, at which point they leveled up to level 5. Get in. They then headed back to Red Larch, where they caused their usual sorts of problems.
What?
They decided to get the Harper arrested. Not that anyone realises this apart from the group. I think a single gold piece traded hands. And it was worth the life of the Harper and 3 guards and 3 children.
I thought it was only 2. I thought I managed to save one of the guards.
You managed to save one of the guards. There were 4
Oh, and then the sheriff.
yeah, 4 sheriff and the sheriff. And the Harper, of course, being a Harper, had his private things kept in a very trapped box. So when the sheriff tried to open it, after all these accusations were made with a character with ridiculous deception, it set off a gas trap which killed the Harper and a lot of other people.
Wait. Did we get the constable killed?
No,
He survived.
he's also a sheriff now.
Now he's a sheriff?
Yeah, so
He got a promotion.
yes.
I'm going to start calling him constable every time.
I leave the children for 5 minutes.
I know, right? I was in the bar at the time.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you realise, but we also managed to shut down the swinging sword inn.
They gotta try and buy it for the Zhentarim.
And the sheriff agreed to help us.
Oh,
It
God.
is worth noting that the sheriff was a constable back when his wife owned the butchers, and now she is also the mayor of the city, and he's a sheriff.
Bloody nepotism.
It really is. It really is.
Let me guess, it came with a bit of a pay bump too.
Yep. Taxes have gone up.
I'm guessing that goes straight to the mayor's pocket.
Well, what is yours and mine? So, what are you guys doing?
We're bringing down this democracy.
Not a democracy.
We're bringing down this regime.
Replacing it with our own.
You maybe. Isn't that what the point of the Zhentarim is?
Yes.
Yeah. Control all of the political systems everywhere.
50% of the party worship the god of tyranny, so yes.
Has anyone seen Emissos? He's disappeared.
He probably continued running out of town for a while. I'm not sure.
Well,
He
then-
did steal the things out of that box and then kept running.
Actually, if memory serves me correctly, the last thing people saw him do, and I don't know how many people saw him do this, was in the noble quarters, essentially, in Mother Yolanda's place. You're getting comped. He used the wand of secret detection,
That's
found
right.
the secret door hidden behind the fireplace, and went into it. You haven't seen him after that.
I send a message and get no response, and Perhaps it's best we let him do that. I'm sure he'll come out sooner or later.
Or he will die. Either way, it is more convenient for us if he is not here for now.
Or, now hear me out, we could spend 3 hours searching for him.
It seems like a good plan.
I would rather do literally anything else.
Excellent. You heard we're gonna go butcher all the innocent people.
Yes, that is something else.
Okay.
Sorry to break immersion, but does anybody have a spare dice tray?
I don't have a dice right now.
Does anybody have all my
What
spare
are they,
dice?
please?
Keep us with the top one.
It's like the reason we were late with that was we just finishing getting everything set up.
Allegedly. Trying to.
I have the dice tray.
That's probably why you roll so bad.
Well, it seems like we have a task here. There are 2 more of these cults to look into. Perhaps we should do that.
That is an excellent idea. Let us go and cleanse all of them of their heresy.
Yes. Any idea where we should look?
I think perhaps whichever is the closest. I believe perhaps the water cult might be the closest to us at this moment.
I could go for a swim. What do you reckon, Cough?
I don't swim.
I can tell with your flaming hands. Maybe it's time you tried. When did that happen, by the way?
I don't know. Like, fell out of the sky and apparently I can punch flames.
Seems reasonable to me after everything I've seen.
So
Fine, you've been very quiet these last few days. Are you ready to go? Good. Let's move out.
let's roll out. So you guys have got your carts and a couple of horses still. So you done? Yeah, I think you still got technically 2 horses.
Yes, because the third one is Emissos.
Yeah.
One got eaten.
Yes, Emissos. The one Emissos ate in order to become a horse.
No, it got eaten by the, I want to say 3-kin, but that's not right.
No, that's right. One got melted. And I
Yeah,
repaired
so you are
it.
down to 1.
Okay, we have 1 horse right now. Enough to pull a cart.
So you guys start headed to the Riverguard Keep. You're travelling on the way. Whoever's taking point, roll survival.
I have proficiency in survival, so I should probably roll it. That is 15 plus 6, so that's going to be 21.
You find a fairly direct path there.
Sweet.
You have, after all, gone quite near it before.
Sweet.
And who's taking everyone roll perception.
This can totally go well. 11.
12.
11.
Boy.
We're paying a little bit more attention at least.
My passive is normally 13, but no, I have to roll perception.
So if you guys want to discuss what you're doing on the...
I have bought a keg of ale.
I've somehow managed to find full cover where I'm impervious to all damage.
Amazing. Yeah, my keg of ale.
Is it
really
in
big.
between the Goliath and the Azimir?
Probably.
My keg is actually just big enough that he sits in there.
No, with my perception, I'm probably lying in the back talking to Sven.
Ah, yes, the little fish in the jar.
Been a
I
while since I've
forgot
had a
you
good
had that.
conversation.
Sorry, I was hoping I could get a picture of the keep up while you guys are talking.
So it seems really quite bizarre, but
Thank you.
my brother's disappeared and here's another one. Meet Sven, Koff.
You want to drink that?
No.
I like the fact that you're just
Do
talking to him about your brother while he's sitting next to you.
He doesn't pay a lot of attention.
I'll give you 10 gold if you drink his fish.
Don't try it.
Yeah,
Do you know what he is? One eye. I never could quite work it out. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No, but I don't look at the fish. I just eat them.
What made a dinghy
Savage as
sound?
always.
That was me.
That was Sven talking to me with message. What's that? I should kill everyone.
It sounds like a good plan. I'll
They should clean up the mess.
It'd be an awful mess indeed. While they sleep, you say, I can put them to sleep. That's a good point, Sven. And then just stab them in the throat. Sven, you never let me down yet. Sorry, you're listening.
I'm just happy that I'm higher than your usual base rolls in health now. Go fuck yourself.
My usual.
Yes,
I'm a warlock.
In the extraordinary ones.
I'm a warlock.
It just goes up.
98.
So,
That'll be fine.
you guys are travelling along. Can you roll perception, or did I
Again?
Where
Oh,
are
no,
we?
12, 12, 11.
Perception.
It was average.
I got my passive.
Yeah, because the lowest you can get is your passive. I saw that somewhere.
No, I actually rolled my passive. I just rolled 10.
Well now, as you're travelling along, you are travelling down a path, and you see in the bushes some of them move. Dun, dun, dun.
Ah, the bushes are alive!
Yes, they normally are. That is the point of a plant.
I pull out a hand axe.
As soon as you pull a weapon, you just hear someone call out, "Get him!"
Okay!
Initiative, please.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, perfect. Natural 1.
Yeah.
Caw.
It's like, "Oh."
Tree stars.
Yep.
So,
God.
anyone get above 20?
I got 20.
Oh, la-dee-da.
I think we're slightly still high from
That's not
the
above
fumes of the
20.
paint. Just in the room.
This is how
We
I
just
exist.
freshly painted our cart, by the way, if you're all wondering.
My old case of heat stroke.
15 and above.
17.
So sometimes when I try to write 5, the F turns halfway through the F I turn it into the number 5.
So you're for 5.
10 or above.
For 5.
No 10 or above? 5 or above?
9.
I.
5 is cough. I heard a natural 1.
That was me, but I got 5.
I got an 11, which is why I had 9.
You got,
when I fail, I get
you got
5.
1. Cool. Emharis, yeah, get him.
I choose to. Everyone in that area that said get them, make a constitution save, please. DC 15.
Well, really, only one guy said get him.
Well, if there's anyone around him.
And as we know from bandit attacks, they're all grouped together on one single spot.
And single file.
So they take 14, 20 points if failed, or 10 points if passes. I pull out a small crystal hammer and it just reverberates with a large shattering sound towards them.
Ooh, fancy.
As it happens, a lot of the foliage just gets torn away.
Yeah, so you see
Scattering
some bushes and some small trees, and they just get shredded. See, there's 2 guys wearing fairly tattered clothes with crossbows out. They just like both collapse on the ground. There's another person who is dressed more like sort of a pirate raider. You guys actually saw a very long time ago someone like this attacked you.
Oh,
with
with
a
the
sort of-
sword!
Yeah, so you see
have
that she's got a sword and shield. Sword has wicked shark teeth all down it. She's wearing almost like fishnet clothes, another sort of detritus from the sea. She doesn't look as hurt.
Can I shout out as a reaction? We beat you at level 1!
Because I've got friends now.
Oh.
You see from somewhere else. So you guys are all in the car together. See someone step up wearing a chain shirt. Similarly, the links have got green and dark grey motif to it. Almost looks like some of them held together with kelp and things like that, and bits of like string and rope that have come from sunken ships. And points towards who'd be driving this cart. Points towards Truedream and makes a quick prayer in primordial, and out from his hands a shard of ice flies at you. That's going to miss because your AC is ridiculous. And then so his shard of ice comes past and hits the cart next to you, then explodes. Everyone in the cart, please make a dex save.
Oh boy!
Is it 2d6 damage? Last night?
Dex save.
I
you
thought
say.
last night was a.
Oh,
Yeah.
17.
So, DC 13.
19.
24.
13.
So you will take 3 cold damage.
Ooh, boy.
Oh
Lucky.
no, I'm on 4 HP.
This priest steps behind the
Same
tree.
as me.
That's the rest of the movement. 5.
Seeing somebody throw the ice knife over at Truedream, I'm just going to stand up, grab the sword, and be like, oh no. And just start moving towards him. Is he within walking distance?
30 foot.
Or am I going to have to saunter at him menacingly?
I'm going to say they're pretty close. They're waiting for they had you surrounded, but you guys saw them just before.
Yeah.
You can dance
Because they
aggressively.
go 5 on stealth.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and just straight at him. Fucking
Yeah.
Just
So he's just behind a tree, but whatever. You can
Step
take an
around
extra
the
step and step around the tree, so
chop the train up.
good luck.
You missed 3.
So that's 23.
He was not expecting suddenly a 5 in his face and turn around, hit him.
I think you're a 10.
And oh jeez, 14 points of damage.
How often do you get your 2 attacks around?
Every round.
round.
Well then, now that I've reminded you.
And 21.
That'll hit.
Oh, actually, that's just 20.
Yeah.
And 11 points of damage.
Delicious.
So there's 2 hits with his the large sword, large golden sword,
Oh,
staggering back.
sorry. Have you let Anthony know what his sword does now?
Yeah.
Okay.
His so for those who didn't watch the end of the last episode, 5 Anthony wasn't here, so I played 5, and he got a hit and did a pushing attack and smite, and essentially knocked the head of the Feathergale Society off the top of this very tall tower.
Nice.
And the sword was like, why not have thunderous smite?
Spicy.
Alrighty. The Reavers all rush in. One of them will jump at 5,
Take it like a champ, or like a bitch,
or neither. They just miss it.
Don't take it at all.
2 run to the cart. Will attack you 2. You'll have partial cover from the cart, so I'd say you probably have 3/4 cover from the cart because they're rushing out with melee weapons and you're up. So what's your AC?
Naturally 11.
17.
Yeah. So they miss both of you. One attacks Truedream, and that's going to miss you as well. They were useful.
They did the
Truedream.
best. Now,
The best wasn't good enough.
Bless their common
it was
stars.
not. So,
So you guys, just to be clear, so you're starting to see that, there's a priest, there's 4 Reavers, and just from looking around, there is also 4 bandits, so standard bandits still alive.
cool. So there's one that's right in my face.
Yep.
So I'm going to make sure the horse is strapped in. I'm going to pop it down. I'm going to hammer and jump down on him in like a real nice whap
Superhero landing.
Oh,
on his bone.
Yes.
if you hit, I'll give you an extra damage dice.
Ooh. That's 6 on the die. So that's going to be 11.
You happy with that?
Do you have your plus 10 thing?
I do, and it would be thematically cute, cool. Fuck it, let's do it.
Sure. So you hit.
Yeah. So an extra damage die. So it's going to be my base damage die or a different die?
Same one.
Cool. 2d8.
I just feel like Goliath jumping from 5 feet off the ground or whatever height the cart is and putting all the force behind.
Oh, I wouldn't have had my shield out yet, so that's going to be d10s actually.
What have I done?
What have I done? Hopefully I kill him in one hit. It's only 10 damage. Not the best. Not the best.
Yeah, not the best.
I rolled a 5 and a 2.
Luckily, it only had 9 HP.
Nope. These guys seem pretty tough, and they do have their swords in one hand. They do have a shield in the other hand. The bandits stand up. So we're going to fire at 5.
Tops.
Not the rate I'm rolling. 2 of them are going to fire at Truedream. Have I actually hit some? No.
Doesn't have a shield out.
Cough.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
That is a good point.
That is a good point.
Is it
So it's
more than
just
17?
No, I didn't even. I rolled single digits. I rolled single digits on every attack that round.
What did the leader do?
Cast Ice Knife.
Alright. So she's the priest.
No. The one who called out get him wasn't the priest, but the priest looks like they would be the leader. So far, what you can tell these cults.
So the rest are just.
There's 4 of the ones who look like they're more pirate reavers, and then there's 4 bandits still around, and then there's a priest.
Alright. I'll just start punching.
Anyone in particular? The one that attacked you?
Yeah, the one at my feet. I'll just kick in the face. So 17 and 16.
They're both gonna hit.
Nine and 5 damage.
Yep, so 19 damage.
Is he still up?
Yeah, looking close but up.
I'll again. 20 and I'll do 8 damage.
Yeah, that's enough. Runs up, misses you.
And I'll engage the next one.
Sure.
Actually, I'm not engaged with the one that attacks Truedream, am I?
No, but that'd be like 10 foot away.
Yeah. I'll run. Can I make it to one of the archers?
Your 40-foot movement?
Yeah. I'll run up to the archers.
Yeah. Back to top, Emharis.
Yeah, so I cast Eldritch Blast at for the one that should get them.
Yeah, that was just one of the reavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't look like they're in charge.
No, from what you saw and from what you've seen before, yeah, the priests look like they're in charge. You can see the one wearing chainmail has like sort of one of those weird angular symbols that you've seen elsewhere that seem to denote the different cults around the neck.
So
But that one did duck partially behind the tree.
I would have still gone for them.
Yep.
So I cast Eldritch Blast and get a natural 20 for 11 points of damage. So as the butterflies start zipping around and surround them, I just close my fist and they just straight into the centre, exploding out.
Get 2 beams.
Level
You'll
5
fight
get
now.
2.
Oh yeah.
You got to roll for them both.
Yeah, you gotta roll
Okay.
for all of them.
18 to hit.
Hits the AC with the tree.
So that means it hits?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's another 15 points of damage as they
15
explode
points of
back out.
damage.
The dice doesn't go up. So it's 1d10 per beam.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, the priest is still up, but they're starting to get wear and tear.
I was finishing my drink. I'm really nervous
Priest's
then.
turn now. Where's my player's handbook? Spells. No, that's a level 20 vampire. We're not playing with that.
Why not?
We could take it.
Surely you have in the past. Someone threw a wolf at him. He died.
I'm sure we could run to forest and find the wolf.
Yep, let's do it. Anyone got a wolf on them? Emissos.
No, he's currently through a portal.
Does my cat count?
Yes.
Sure.
Throw it.
Yeah, I mean,
It throws itself.
your cat hasn't been doing anything because it's always on your initiative.
Yeah,
so.
that's
Just having a nap.
yeah. Usually I just assume it's like with me in combat, but I'm just there.
Forget.
Can you please make a wisdom save?
Why am I done?
Hey, Emharis, can you make a wisdom save?
16. I actually have a decent wisdom save.
Oh, not right. 14.
So the priest he mutters something again, then just you two, you both feel yourself almost getting swept together like water's pressing in, even though there isn't any, being held in place, and then you just both break out. You realise it's some magic in your mind is stronger. That's him, 5.
Was that the one in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to WWE SmackDown on him.
Yeah.
People's elbow.
I'm going to avoid killing him. So non-lethal.
Knockout.
23.
Yep.
Balls. 10 points of damage on that one.
Yeah. Looks really close. You strike around his head and he's just staggering now.
Second crack. Just. That's a 17.
Yeah. So you knock him across the side of the head and he just staggers and then I assume just like hit his head against the tree and knock him down.
Basically just like pump him straight into the face and just
He's down, out cold. The Reavers, they will continue to attack. Again, one climbs on the back with you. 11.
Ha! Yes.
11 hits.
My AC is 11.
I nearly didn't ask and I remembered who I was talking
You're
to.
attacking the wrong people.
Or the right ones.
That's smart.
You already rolled. 9 damage as you feel these shark teeth dig extra deep into your unarmored skin.
Yeah, that's right. This is an extra 1d4 for unarmored.
They got the full size swords.
Dex saving throw of 15, please.
Nope.
So it's next
21 points of fire damage.
Oh yeah, that's right, because mine's the broken one.
How much?
21 points.
Yeah, he's dead. He just runs in and hits you with a sword and see a cruel smile across his face and then he just gets set on fire.
Butterflies exploding out of his eye sockets.
Yeah, then this is ash just floods. So you hear the laughter of your patron.
But the sigh of relief is there's very little blood.
Oh no, everything but the blood. Let's see where they were. One was a hit by Truedream will attack her again and miss.
Aww.
There's one attacking 5.
Tops.
15.
Nope.
Misses. Wow, these guys just aren't cutting it. Which is probably why I'm throwing this many at you. They're still not cutting it. I think I forgot to actually attack the bandits. But anyway, Truedream.
Praise Nurgle, I guess. I'm gonna hit the one I was hitting before. That's a 6 again.
Nope.
Although I'm gonna use one of my War Priest abilities and use one of my 3 uses and try it again. There we go, that's an 18 on the die.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. That's an 8 on the die for damage, so 8 plus 3. It's gonna be 11. Yes. That's what I like to hear.
What I like to hear, because it's amusing, is they're on 1 hit point.
I rolled a 3 on that 2 die.
I remember the bandits I did actually attack with, they were just that useless.
Nice.
2 attack
Nice.
fire, this is that just knocked their leader out. 2 are gonna shoot at the fire mage. Cold of the water, hate the fire element, guys.
It wasn't even me. It was my patron. A little bit me.
Don't think you can intercept attacks against someone else.
I do, but I think it's just
You moved up the back of the cart around the front where Truedream was.
to the 2 archers.
Yeah, but they're a distance away.
Oh, more than 40 feet.
Yeah, more than 40 feet.
Yeah.
I think. Wait. Okay, I think Sentinel. Okay. Explain this to me because it's not how I think you can
I
use
thought
it.
Sentinel had to be within 5 foot.
Yeah, no, because I'm standing next to the archers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Within 5 foot of the
Are
enemy.
you in front next to one of them?
One.
Yeah, that's fair. You're next to one of
There
them.
might be a distinction of melee attacks.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it is. But
Time to check the book.
I forgot you were saying next to one of them too.
I'm pretty sure I'm next to him.
Yeah, check in the book. This makes for great television.
Am I just next? Am I next?
Well, you're trying
will
to
be
send
back.
attack at me. if it happens. And probably just roll the attacks on
Creatures
me.
within
I don't
5
think
feet
it's
of
going to
you
work.
provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and the target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Cool. So they do
Tab
6 and then 6 damage again.
So 12 total.
Yeah.
Got a 19 to hit, and I did 5 damage.
After all that. Cough, your turn.
Alright, I attack the same guy.
Kill him.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Right, they both hit. The other one is higher. I do 7 and 10 damage.
That'll kill him.
Alright, and I move over to the next archer and punch him.
Yeah, so he's about 10 feet away, run up to him, yeah.
I got a natural 1. I'll use my lucky. There we go. 17. And I do 9 damage.
He's looking pretty hurt, just even from that one hit. Emharis. So just an update, there's 2 Reavers left and 3 bandits left.
Okay. So, the one that just shot me that my brother's attacking, I'll Eldritch Blast. 22 to hit
He's dead.
for 1 point of damage.
He's not dead.
15 to hit
Now he's dead.
for 7 points of damage.
1 point damage. He's not-
For negative damage.
Yes.
He's healed.
He had 2 hit points left. And he did 1. You threw your knife.
Yeah.
So he's down. Priest is...
Can I use movement to get more cover from the cart by sort of ducking down behind it?
yeah, so yeah, you get the same cover, but you'll get it from everyone.
Yeah, cool.
The priest is unconscious. 5. There's a Reaver just attempting and failing to hit you.
In melee or?
Yeah. They have harpoon-like spears on their back, but they haven't used them.
19.
That'll hit.
14 damage. And 12 to hit.
Close. No.
Ooh.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll add plus 10 to it.
They deflected off the shield, and then yeah, you just bring the sword back around.
Power through it.
Yeah, so
You wind around, double in.
And I'll reroll that. And it's the same thing. So 9 points of damage.
1 HP left.
negative 1 HP.
Yeah!
I did not see that coming. Pull the sword out, drops to the ground. So now it's the one in front of Truedream left.
Ah, yes, with 1 hit point. Aww. I'm gonna crush his skull in.
For those listening, can you just describe your action there, please?
I sort of made it an attack, like a gesture, that like I was dropping a chew toy at a dog directly in front of me. It was like a lap dog, so I couldn't even throw that hard, just to go like, yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's okay. The bandits are still alive, are all the ones near 5. Maybe I've hit. 18.
Yeah.
Hit for 8 damage. And then they both look at each other, turn, and run. Well, walk at 30 feet. Cough.
Oh yeah, you killed the one next to me.
Anyone you can reach is the one attacking Truedream.
Can I dash 80 feet towards the 2 fleeing archers?
Yeah, they're.
Send the,
You know what? I'd probably reach them.
send the cat.
I'm considering that.
It would be funny.
You have to make an attack to bonus action flurry of blows.
Yeah, but you can use a key to get instead.
Range.
So you bonus action dash.
I'll do that, and then I'll just attack twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 and a 1.
Might be lucky to
I'm gonna
again.
use both my lucky.
Hey,
Oh.
1 hits,
1
probably.
hits. I'm assuming 10 doesn't hit.
You assume correct.
23 hits though.
23 hits.
You also shoot correctly.
I do 8 damage to one of them.
Yep.
So Superman punch him as you charge up.
What actually happens is you run, you swing and miss. He sort of turns around as you do and tries to dodge out of the way. Then he like puts his foot on some gravel and like trips and hits his head on a branch.
Can he make a Constitution save?
Yep.
Branch wasn't as sharp as it looked.
20. Emharis.
Back to me. Who can I see?
There's
Someone engaged with Truedream at the moment that I could hit.
yes.
And that's pretty much it because everyone else dashing.
Yeah, that one's like 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, so I will Eldritch Blast once again. Guessing 12 does not hit.
Yeah.
Natural 20 on the second one does 6 points of damage.
Once again, you take another one out.
And duck back again.
Yep, as you
Here I
duck
am.
down, you can't see, you don't see the butterflies, just 1,000 cut. This person just bleeds to death.
Take that, patron.
For those
Right in
older
front
school
of me is a
gamers,
ghost.
those who played Wolfenstein 3D, actually Spear of Destiny, I think it was, when you killed Hitler, and you just went,
Right on me. He's right in front of me.
yeah.
Excellent.
5.
Yeah, same runner.
Yeah, it's there anyway.
I'm gonna pull the okay, arrow, spear, whatever the thing that hit me was. I'm just gonna pick up the body and I'm just gonna look at the displays of beast and go and point at the people running away.
How fast can that thing move?
40 feet.
80 at a dash.
Yeah, it will catch up to 1 but not attack.
Yeah, that's right. It's going for the chase.
To scare.
Although it's going to kill, but you know, get some sport out of it for once. And I'll pick up the
Unconscious?
yeah, the unconscious guy, and just by the jaw and just start dragging him back to the car.
So maybe I'm gonna have to roleplay him talking later, aren't I? Oh, Truedream.
Cool. So when you,
Actually, if he's got hair, yeah, got hair.
now, when you say that they're running, in what direction? Is it conveniently on the road?
No, they'd be running into foliage.
Oh, damn, because I was going to say...
Because you're sort of on a trail and they're running deep into...
Yeah, because I was going to say if it was conveniently on the road, I'd like jump in the cart and after them, but no, you can't take a cart through the foliage. Well, I only have a movement speed of 30, so I'm going to casually saunter up, take unconscious from 5, so that 5 can go after his cat. Just at a leisurely pace, follow your cat.
Follow the spoons.
Yeah, the bandits... The one you've got up to will attempt to disengage and run, not knowing you are a sentinel.
Oh,
You
I
missed.
missed.
One of you is lucky.
Huh? Oh.
Unlucky has the lucky feat, doesn't use it.
Yeah, so he runs. The one that those faces got up to will also disengage and run, but he can actually disengage and run.
Yeah. For now.
Well, they both get 30 feet because they're disengaging.
Yeah.
Cough.
Alright, I'll run 30 feet behind him and then I'll throw 3 hand axes at him.
Yep. So yeah, you basically step forward like 2 steps.
Freaking hell. There we
Easy
go.
lucky.
19, 18 hit?
Yes.
It was 6 damage with 1 axe and 9 damage with all.
So you brain one, and the second one gets an axe deep in its back.
And I'll use another key point to dash up behind him.
Yep.
I mean, no, I won't, because I used a bonus action attack.
Emharis. They did only go 30 feet. You have 40-foot movement.
Oh,
Catch up and just pummel them.
You can just run up to them.
oh did not get that far away?
Well, because they disengage, which costs their action.
Yeah. Then I'll just be right up next to him, and I want to hit him.
Will you retcon that since you wouldn't have been throwing
It's the
axes,
same
or-
dice.
Okay. I radiant Eldritch Blast as butterfly swirl on my hand and sort of pop up terrified, ready to hurl it, and see Truedream dragging unconscious body back and sort of look around for the next 6 seconds looking for another enemy.
See the blood spear.
Make a perception check.
Ducking down.
They have already run.
Perception
Yep.
is going to be 19.
You see a silhouette on a hill in the distance, looking over. No, just kidding. you don't see anything of note. Although you do actually see that you are close to the river, looking around. 5.
Yep. When Truedream takes the mage, I'm just gonna nod and start walking after the cat, and he's going to just jump and maul the fuck out of one of them.
You have stats?
Yep. I've got the
He
card.
sure does.
Probably the one that's alive still, right?
Yes.
Nice.
The one that's still running from my cat. Natural 19.
Good kitty.
And
Good boy.
10 points of damage.
You dead.
What a good cat.
And he's going to keep playing into it. Natural 20.
Feeds.
A lot.
Cough, could you make a dex save if you want to avoid an arm being ripped off?
From the cat.
I failed the dex save. Follow-up question. Can I deflect missiles this cat?
You can deflect missile the arm, yeah.
Alright.
So you just catch it. The blood goes down the side. I don't think you care about that. But yeah, you see his blur just tear into it and then just the blurs keep just lashing through. It looks like about 4 or 5 animals are just mauling at the same time as it shifts around and just limbs go flying, blood goes flying.
Yes. The goodness.
Kitty.
Silence. I was worried because you guys were down to player and I like doubled the amount of people in that fight.
I didn't even need sleep.
Yeah.
If you hit us.
Yeah. I know.
That would have changed things.
Because there was like 8 attacks against us altogether that were just like.
That missed, yeah. So I'm just dragging this guy by his... Guy or girl?
Guy.
Guy. I'm just dragging this guy by his hair. I get to the cart, I plot up to you. I kind of just pick it up and kind of plonk in there. Keep this. 5 will return for it. Perhaps bind it if you know how. I will wait back at the front.
Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back around.
I point down a couple of arrows piercing my shoulder and chest. Little help, please.
Oh, sorry. I will help that.
I grit my teeth and close my eyes and look away.
And I will do some curing of wounds as I pull those out.
Why, thank you.
How much health are you down by?
I've got 24 down. I've only got 10 left out of 34.
I'll do 2nd level then. So you'll have 2d8 back.
I'm just gonna loot the bodies while we're back to the car.
Sure.
Bottom.
You find 27 gold pieces though. An equivalent worth of is crap.
I just realised I have Hold Person as a domain spell now.
Tasty.
It's gonna be real handy.
And when I get back to the car, I'll disarm the dude in the back.
Take 18 health back.
I shall. Well, thank you.
She just kind of pulls them all out gently while chanting to Bane, and you just feel the flesh knitting back together.
Oh, that actually feels much better.
And that's how you develop a kink.
Do it again. Put it back in.
Redo!
Just puts it back in and takes it back out.
I just realised I was still wearing my sunnies. Whoopsie daisies.
What, 5 dozen more sunnies?
No, it's
Not
too cool
a
for that.
Yeah.
Not a night. You say not a night?
Not at night.
Oh.
I figured like Father the guy that takes the sunnies off to reveal another pair underneath.
Turns out my luscious locks are just a weave. I'm actually a Goliath.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys get your stuff. I'm going to say you didn't search the priest just because.
I said when I got back to the car, I stripped him of his item.
Oh, okay. I thought you just got everyone else. Roll me a D100.
He explodes.
Yeah,
Oh, god damn it.
He was clearly trapped.
I got a 99. Can he turn into a mimic? Okay. I don't want to
Cool. Roll me a D4.
You get 4 mimics.
Yeah, these limbs are all mimics. I got a 1.
Roll me a d4.
I got a 4.
Why do I always miss that people have spells? You find a spell scroll on him.
Meh. I'll throw it at Emissos.
Slowly unfurl the top to see what it is.
Roll Arcana.
I'm gonna lucky that. That is a 20.
It's really weird. It is a shield spell, but it is written through divine magic.
I think this would better suit you, Truedream. Needs to be some sort of shielding spell through the magic of the gods.
I mean, I probably should have thought about it because I was just giving you a random spell he's got. But essentially, you can pull it out and read it quickly. Well, just use the magic inherent in it to cast a shield spell as a reaction.
Oh, as a reaction.
So, like, it's a scroll, and you can see what the key word is. That'll just release the spell. So you basically just finalize it.
Okay, so I don't remember this properly out of the modern rules. If you read a spell off of a scroll, is it the single use?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a reaction for this one, which is quite handy.
Is it possible to learn it?
No.
I mean, sure.
It's really weird because that's not a spell that clerics can cast. But you can use that spell.
You can use arcane scrolls as a cleric.
But this is specifically written as a divine spell.
Cool. That's what I was checking to see if it will get used or not. Now, I think shield is... Can I borrow your book?
Shield
Plus
plus 5
5
as a reaction.
Yeah, because shield is different to shield of faith,
Yeah.
which is just +2 to your AC, which is why they're interesting and different.
+2 concentration, this is +5 one round, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's per round.
And it also stops magic missile.
In, like, just completely.
So Truedream kind of like looks at it and squints a little bit. And goes, right in the breast pocket, and then walks back to the front.
Shall we tie this one up and give him a slapping, see if he'll wake up?
That is a good idea.
Medicinal slapping.
I will have us keep going.
Anyone good with a rope? Cough. Who am I going to hear? Tie him up.
I'm taking a nap.
I'll whack you with a rope a couple times. Tie him up, I said.
Oh, no! Do it yourself.
It takes like 12 days.
No, not the rope again.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or it gets the rope again.
I tie him up.
Legitimate point.
While I'm doing it, I would also like... Alright, I'll tie him up first. I got a sleight of hand for rope tie.
Yeah.
I got... Oh, it's actually a different character. I got 16 to tie him up, and can I make a sleight of hand to tie him to Emissos' feet?
Certainly, make another sleight of hand check.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there we go. 23.
Oh, Jesus.
Sweet.
Yeah, you watch you're sitting at the back of the cart. This guy's laying in the middle of the cart.
Yeah, I'm sort of staying over in my robes over a bit, so my feet are sort of hidden a bit.
Brother just ties him up.
Yep.
We'll
And
sort
then I
it.
take a nap.
Seems like your brother's tying him to like the support struts on the chairs. So like it seems like he's nice and secure.
I imagine the cop has tied someone's like bootlaces to a bar stool and started a bar fight.
I didn't even need the bar fight. Bar stool, I just picked it up and beat people with them.
Well, his shoelaces are tied together so it doesn't come apart while he's swinging.
So you guys are travelling. Takes without magical intervention, it'll take an hour for this guy to come around.
I was just gonna, once I was done with the cat, and I was just kind of like avoided the pool of blood that was forming. I was going to bring the cat back, and I was just going to basically...
1 hit point.
Yeah, just as I start, I'll just backhand 5 hit points in him.
That's what he has for.
Oh, that's generous. I would have only given him 1.
Oh, then if you slap him,
It's using the weak of one of the abilities.
Fair enough.
So he wakes up. He's tied up. Struggles a bit.
Feels the rattling
Oh,
and
my
moving.
Strange.
No, I grabbed this one because you were asking where we should go next. I believe this one might know. As I shake his face.
Where should we go next?
You're not very good at this, are you? Where's your base?
Go to the hells.
Maybe after we're done with you.
Where's your base? And I'll just like lift him up and smack him against. Yeah, you.
Oh, if you only had your original sword, this would be a lot easier. Roll intimidation.
Yeah,
I'll start loosening
right.
my robes a bit, thinking they're caught up around my feet somehow.
Feels like a big bump in the road at that point.
Natural 1.
Oh boy.
He. What's his deception score? With a plus 15 on deception, which I think is better than everyone's insight.
If I roll for it, it might be not better.
Yes, someone can roll insight and with advantage for the rest of the party helping if they want.
I'm not helping.
I've got +4. Has anyone got better?
I have +6.
Roll like the gods.
Yeah, you get like a 25, like, Emharis
Not good.
foot seems to be tied to the man.
19 +6.
So he says, he sort of ums and ahs a bit first and goes through his paperwork and gives it away that he's about to lie. Scarlet Moon Hall, you should go there, that's where we're based.
Truedream just from the front. It sounds like he's telling a lie. Beat him some more. Break his fingers. for
Did you
the
beat
truth.
it up?
I got 15, you rolled 19 on the dice.
Oh, I thought you said he had plus 50.
No.
Oh, I was like, oh damn.
No, if he was rolling a 15 deep on a skill, you bloody think you guys
We
would have
haven't
won.
knocked him out yet.
Yes, Truedream told you to break his fingers because he's lying.
Do one better, and I'll like cast Wrathful Smite into the sword as I just like sink it slowly into his shoulder.
Sure, roll a wisdom save.
Can he also roll me a wisdom save as well?
Wisdom save for wisdom save.
Natural 17.
What's your plus?
To my my DC is 14.
You
No.
base
It's just to see if the sword will let you.
For wisdom save, so it's +4, so it's a 23. Sorry, 21.
It's above 20, that's the important part. So it takes. How far with the raffle smite do you go in?
Just like, into like, and I'm not piercing through his shoulder. I'm just,
But like
just
that far through also.
yeah, but just like sinking in a couple of
So
inches.
you start pushing down, and even like a couple of inches before you reach him, you feel there's just a huge amount of resistance. Then you just grit your mind, push forward, you push through, and the sword catches on fire. It almost looks like the sword gets tarnished a bit by the fire as you do, and he starts screaming. And he says, I'll tell you, it's okay, Captain Jolliver will take care of you. Riverguard Keep.
Where, it was like ushered to Emharis to like
He goes to
roll out the map.
He goes to point, and his arm doesn't really work. It's like,
I'll sit him up.
Other hand, please.
he pulls the hand, and you're like,
Oh! Careful where you're going, Truedream.
There were no bumps in the road.
he points, and it's like, Captain zooming on the map to actually see. It's like, we're just over the hill. That's how we found you guys. We're patrolling. This is our territory.
Which direction? And I'm just like gonna move him around until he says stop.
There. And you believe you're probably actually following one of their trails back to their keep.
I'm gonna pull the sword out of his shoulder. I'm very sorry about this, and just
He looks down his quarterized wound.
we can untie him now and dump his body over there.
So yeah, you do that, and you see your sword, instead of having that gold shimmer, there's now just partly way down the hill, about a centimetre deep. Yeah, about like
Bit of tarnish.
about 10 centimetres down. It's just looks like it's slightly rusted.
Expected.
Well, it's not so much rusted, but instead of like glowing golden, it sort of almost glows
like
a little bit-
tarnished.
like it glows a bit black almost.
Yeah. That's we'll be having words later. That's alright.
Praise Bane.
It's gonna come all the way up the hill and then up my hand.
Praise Bane.
Oh no, down the blade.
No, it just means like it's gonna build up the blade, then take over my hand, and I'm going to become a god.
That's how it works, right?
No, you gotta build a church.
Make pamphlets.
Yeah, exactly.
I am. What do you think you are?
Hefty pamphlet campaign.
You are my you're my flock. Get used to it.
Some war geese fly past.
What's that honking I hear?
So you guys are follow the path.
Hearing revolution.
Question is, am I being thrown off the back of the cart inadvertently?
You're about to be, yeah. Like one. Well, no, we're gonna undo him first. It's a waste of rope to throw.
Is Koth going to untie my part?
I'm napping.
Well, I'll untie the ropes and see if whether or not I undo them without.
What's your best perception?
11.
Nah, you're like pretty high in here.
Yeah,
It's like 27 or something.
I mean, one end of the rope. You untied him, and just one end of the rope goes under his robes, but you can't really see it properly. So whatever.
Whee!
Strength save.
Ah, yes, my specialty. That is an 8.
So you throw, and actually, it's not going to matter because that rope's untied from him. The rope's still tied to you.
So you're gonna trip over as you leave the cart.
Yes. So you just falls behind the cart.
Oh. Oh no, we're going. Now I have to do.
And we should probably be ready because there's probably more than just one patrol.
So you guys are approaching, you guys go over another little rise and you see the half a mile wide Zhentarim River at this point. See there are a number of boats out on the sparkling water. Some of the ones around the Red Larch Keep on the shore are bigger, not military, but definitely more combat orientated. You see a castle. There's a picture on the screen, but I'll show the players as well. Because I know that my descriptions are not always the best, so I'm just going to straight up show you a picture.
Just
That's
get better.
reasonable.
next time just bring puppets.
Look, as someone with aphantasia, I prefer seeing a picture than someone trying to describe it to me.
It looks like
This.
a castle.
Oh, I
That's a
see.
castle.
I hold the picture up like it's not the background image.
I needed to see it.
But it is in
But you are coming from the other side. So it's castle with 4 turrets, with a keep in the middle. There's a wall. You can see there's also a building sort of in the middle just because you're coming over a rise. You can see that it's a state of disrepair. It's being worked on at the moment. You can see there's a small amount of scaffolding and the like up. There's a chain between the outer wall and one of the turrets that is currently down, but allows or disallows access from ships into a small harbour's a strong word, dock is probably a better term.
Pier.
Yeah, there's a large ship in there and another small sort of skiff in there.
At the very least, a jetty.
No. Like it's a stone
Oh,
and then they can pull up
okay.
next to it. So yeah, you see that the path you're on leads up to the gate.
So shall we just go directly in, or try to play it cool first and then betray them as apparently has been our key?
Well, they did just jump us on the road. I'm not sure how friendly they're going to be when we approach their keep.
Also, it doesn't exactly go very well when we try that.
Very well.
I mean, we succeed, but...
Murder from the get-go it is.
It is more fun, though, I will give you that.
I mean, really the last one started it. Well,
Yes, well, I think I might have started that one.
well, not just you.
We're a good team.
Yeah.
But you know what was fun? Almost dying falling from the skies.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
This time we might drown, who knows?
I swear to God.
At least it will be better than being burned. Perhaps we should take some water for when we fight the fire cult next. Perhaps we can get that lantern that we got from the Lord of Lance Rock temporarily. That would be fun.
Perhaps. You know, it wouldn't hurt. I've read about rings and amulets that can help you breathe underwater. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try to find something like that if we're going after these chaps. Might be able to infiltrate from underneath.
I feel like the only place we'll be able to find something like that is in there.
I actually think it would be more defended underwater. It is, after all, their domain. Personally, I believe what they would expect the least is coming from above, or digging from underground.
I wonder if we could find those hippogriffs.
I don't want to ride another hippogriff.
We won't go through the clouds this time.
I don't care. Once was enough.
We really
I've had my moment in the sky.
We really should have kidnapped some, at least to drop bombs and grenades. That would have been amusing.
What are grenades?
It is an explosive vial. You fill it with some sort of fire spell or an alcohol with a small flame spark, and as you throw it, it explodes upon impact.
Oh, like alchemist fire, or like what we did to that poor lich's home.
Yes, but in a little vial.
If they're underwater, it probably wouldn't help us anyway.
No, but it would help destroy their castle.
Pretty sure as the sage you know alchemist fire works underwater.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure as a sage you know alchemist fire works underwater.
Just assume my knowledge base.
Yes, you are a sage.
Yes, like a really bad one.
That is true.
I was more talking about the explosive alcohol. Probably wouldn't work underwater.
Oh,
He's calling himself a wizard and he's fucking not.
No, you will.
He's not even sage.
But I'm proficient in Arcana.
Turns out you're just an urchin. You don't even walk, you're just a rogue
Shasta.
that's really good at catching butterflies.
I can't believe he's barred.
You guys are just looking at this place.
Does it look like there are merchant vessels that are approaching you, or anyone that's not part of the cult around the area?
Inside?
16?
Not inside the keep itself. In the sense that the two ships you see inside the keep definitely look more military.
Okay. Well, we could approach the gate and see if we are attacked on sight, or ushered off, or invited in.
Actually, you got 16 inside. Roll perception.
18.
Yeah, the bigger ship is the one that took
Took us across.
Yeah, it took all of you except Emissos across the river.
Okay.
Ah.
That ship looks awfully familiar. Wasn't that rather unpleasant chap on there? Didn't like us prying into their business.
You know, I did have a feeling.
By us, I mean you.
Oh yes, the ones from when we were going to the monastery.
There was something interesting about that, though, if I remember correctly.
It was a water gymnasty.
Yeah. Maybe we could start with the ship. Try and get passage again.
Into their keep, where we will destroy it. Let's not tell them that, though.
Well, how do we think we should go about this then?
Well, let's just approach the gates and we'll see what happens. If we're met with hostility, we will retreat for now.
Do we want to have a quick rest?
Or at the very
Okay.
least find the nearest town.
I could use a little bit of a sit down, something to eat before I go on a rampage.
Yes, but it's best we find somewhere out of the way, I think. Maybe down near the river's edge.
Pretty sure the nearest town is Red Larch.
I'm not going all the way back to Red Larch.
Retreat! Retreat!
I want to go back to
It's-
town.
I would say we just go down near the river's edge, somewhere where there's a number of ships going past, gives us a bit of safety, and set a little fire. Use the cart behind us to give us some cover.
Perhaps
Well-
it will be wise in order to rest first. At the very least, we can then see if they're going to attack immediately. We will be prepared if we feign that we want passage, or that we want a safe space on our travels.
Plus, if we're above the water's edge, it will look like we're ready to ferry across.
Meta-wise, I just want to use some hit dice and talk to my sword.
I mean, yes.
What have you talked about? Hit dice? Talk like
Yes.
that one's
I
not.
would pull out some dice and just like... it's my monk weapon.
It should be too if you.
Yeah, we head down to the water's edge, use the cart for some cover behind us, and set up a little campfire.
You know, I've never noticed in the back of the monster manual there is a picture of a guy poking a flump.
Is that what happened to my little friend?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn it. I will have my vengeance.
That wasn't some players. So you guys go and rest. That's
Yes.
fine.
The other white meat.
The most recent patrol to leave is mysteriously dead. They won't know that for some time.
What does your sword have to say?
Kill all the innocents.
While hit dicing it up, which
And I get all my health back.
just because I don't trust myself to roll well, I'm actually going to use 3.
You can keep. You don't have to. Like, you can just keep going.
Yeah, I guess. 10.
Problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved.
The trick is it still says 0 on the dice.
Problem solved.
You got 3 dice, and you just needed 1. You got 3 dice, but you only needed 1.
Yep.
So yeah, I assume you're meditating, you guys bandaging wounds, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you got your spells back.
I tried to spin on the rope and like a bit of string let him out to float in the ocean for a bit.
Yeah.
By the river.
I get my channel.
How does that
back,
work?
But I only get one.
How does what
I don't
work?
get my warpers, so that's okay.
Like, you can't colour a fish.
What?
Like, 'cause it's just gonna slip straight out.
No, it's in the bottle. I'm just letting it have a bit of a view.
Oh, okay.
I'm not putting it on a leash and taking him for a walk.
I'm pretty sure I've seen someone leash a carp and walk it anyway.
Yes, I think that man over there is doing it.
I mean,
Okay, so you guys rested up. Are you talking to your sword?
yes. Alright. Sitting down by the water, relaxing. Away from everybody a bit. just like casually, like I'm sitting there enjoying the scenery, holding the sword. And I'm just like, I'm sorry about earlier. It's the only way I know how to get information when I need it.
Persuasion check. That's a bit easy.
Fuck's sake.
More like a deception check. Liar.
You know it's otherwise.
Natural
You should not
16
use
plus 6.
Oh, my charismatic paladin. Turns out he can actually talk a good talk.
Yeah, when I don't roll a natural 1.
It's here. That's what it was. It's an unfortunate necessity sometimes, but you didn't take joy in the fact. Sometimes information must be needed when there are arms at stake.
It was just business. I killed him swiftly.
There's a slight, not hesitation, a slight uncertainty in his voice you've not heard before. Just a smallest touch. I think it's only really detectable because he's speaking directly in your mind, so he's a bit stronger a connection than just words.
Yeah. I will try to be better in the next fights.
Yes, I hope so.
Just I ask you not hold it against me if I am cruel at times as a necessity.
It's needed to save innocent lives, and I knew what I was getting into.
I haven't harmed any innocents yet. That I'm aware of.
Good catch.
That I was here for.
A weasel goes past.
Yes. Well, again, I'm sorry that you. Well, really, I'm sorry you had to be party to it. Is really my point. I didn't take any joy from it, but I also didn't really care either way. But as I've said before, I care what you think, and it's unfortunate that I had to use you for this.
I would prefer if you did not in the future.
Noted. Time to pick up the torture sword.
Take what?
Hammer.
Yeah, so you guys start heading in towards. Well, do you guys settle on a particular plan?
I think we're just going to look up the gate, see how we're received.
No need to get my own.
What's surrounding the castle?
Advantage on intimidation.
There's the river, and then around the castle walls, looks like there was once trees. They were been cut back, so the castle is probably defended.
Does it look like there's enough cover I can sneak up?
No.
No.
Short answer, no. Sneaking up would be more about. You see, there are some patrols on the walls. It'd be about timing between them.
Right, shall we head to the front gates, see how we're received?
Yes, and then if need be, we can just take one of the ships.
Or run, or attack? Be ready for anything, I suppose.
Something awesome. Let's do it.
We will
Stop on the
cleanse the
gates.
heresy.
I heard this story. Maybe we should disguise our cart as a horse.
That's ridiculous. That would never work.
You're right, brother. I'm sorry.
should be.
Besides, our normal horse is currently preoccupied.
I don't think we'd get a cart in him anyway.
I suppose if we ate it slow enough it would work, but I don't think we would get it back.
Maybe let's stick with the original plan of going up and seeing how we're received.
Yes.
I mean, I have a way to get a horse, but I can't help turn the cart into a horse.
That's a level 9 wizard spell. So you guys approach. See large castle gates. Just even at a quick glance, you know nothing will get you past them short of a siege engine. But there is a sally port. There is a slit on that.
I go up and knock on it.
So, just a moment. You hear like heavy footsteps walk up. Yeah.
Hello, open the gates, please.
Roll intimidation.
Persuasion?
It sounds more like it commands than a.
I said please.
You did say please, and it is the magic word.
What was the name that guy said? He said Commander Tolliver?
Jolliver.
Jolliver. We'll take care of you.
He would have said Captain Jolly.
Yeah.
We're here to see Captain Jolly.
Yeah, after that, depending on how it goes.
Let's keep it simple. Open the gates, please.
What did you get?
Depends, you're going to let me use persuasion because I use the magic P word.
No.
Then you're a jerk, and that is a 18.
I know that you want more than an 18.
I mean, it could have been a 21.
Yes, but it could be a difficulty 20 check.
Nah.
You see him, he's like this. Yeah, so it's like a fairly thick-set man. He's sort of looking at you with almost beady eyes, and he's looking around. He's like, Door starts to open.
Stride in. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
We'll just casually walk in.
I'm just drinking more.
Which way do you receive guests and visitors?
Can't believe that actually worked.
If you say anything with the right authority in your voice.
True.
Especially to the dumb guy on a gate.
Yeah.
Bring me a sup of the Magi.
Good
There
luck.
you go.
Go Great Hall.
Which way? First time here.
Wait, who are you?
I'm here to visit. Which way? To the Great Hall.
Points.
I assume the big doors.
There's so it looks like there's some barracks and stuff that jut out from one of the walls and cover the sort of centre of the courtyard. It's sort of a weird setup because there is a slight incline and water that covers half the interior of this castle. But on the so you come in here, you want to go up to there.
Very well. Keep an eye out. There's some of those strange air cultists on large vultures flying out not far from here. Be on the lookout.
You're up. Oh, you! Up on the wall! You're what? Air cultists around. Keep an eye out.
Good job. Keep it up. Take off towards the Great Hall.
You hear a horn get blown twice.
Good.
A couple of
Take care
guys.
those air cultists. I say loudly.
And you see some various cultists come out the central barracks. They look at you oddly, but you're not like don't have weapons or anything. You hear them get called up to the walls. Oh, up to the walls! There's air cultists about.
Look, a distraction.
Excuse me, sir. May I please distract you for a moment?
Give them a curtain nod and keep on my way. And then I sort of look at my shoulder and go, can't believe that worked. Let's go.
I'll pat Destiny and then keep her close. I'm
Aww.
cycling through names, I don't know. I don't know yet, I haven't decided.
You keep on trying to put the names they're going missing.
Mittens.
Just.
So you guys head over to the Great Hall.
Yes.
And we might go on our break right there.
Because shit could potentially go hectic in about 5 seconds.
Potentially.
That's probably fine.
The moment Prof calls Jolly a dick.
Yeah. So 10 to 15 minutes and we will be back.
See y'all then.
Bye!
I got Death Stranding.
Welcome back.
But we never left, Fred.
Actually, no one did leave during the break.
Actually,
No.
I fed the doggos.
No one important.
And
No one of note left during the
I
break.
fanned my lower back because it was sweaty. Leather check.
Welcome back.
Australian heat.
An aircon that isn't anywhere near loud enough and therefore cold enough. So you enter into the Great Hall.
It's an alright hole.
Yeah. I mean, it's only all right.
It's a halfway decent hall.
It's a two-story high hall. Stone stairs on both sides of the room leading up to a stone balcony at the west end of the chamber. Heavy double doors lead to the east of the castle yard, while two interior doors open to the west. You enter in the door to the south. Arrow slits look out to the north and the south. The west end of the room, below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table littered with papers and discarded plates. There is a very large man currently there working on documents. At a second table, it's more like a long table with benches for the men to eat. And
And smaller one for the women.
sitting down there, it's got like I don't want to say the word direct, it's like furnishes and stuff that are finished in blue and greens and sort of nautical colours and themes. You see this guy look up, very, very like solid muscles across like his neck, sort of sloped forehead a bit and long greasy hair. Just goes, "Who are you lot?"
Here to visit. Where's Captain Jolly?
I am Lord Grimjaw.
Good. Where's Captain Jolly?
You,
What?
why are you here?
I'm with him.
I pull out some parchment,
Quiet.
taking notes.
Why? Oh, you didn't say anything. I thought you meant to say it. He goes, no. Tell me, why are you here?
No, I'm gonna punch me. I just do what he tells me.
Wise.
We got lit in the gate.
Grimjaw, you say. Noted.
On an important note, how far could I take the cart? Did I have to leave it at the door? Did I take it inside?
Outside.
Cool.
You're let in like a sully gate. Well, not sully board, what do you want to call it? There is another guy in here. Just going to mention. Let me see if I can find his picture.
It's not that guy.
He's quite a large guy as well, but more sort of corpulent than solid muscle like Grimjaw is. And this guy's got blue skin. He has like some sort of mini trident, so it looks sort of similar to size, just attached to his belt. He's just sort of loitering in the background, but he's paying attention. So those guys at the desk.
We saw a lovely keep. We thought we'd come say hi. We're travelling.
No, you said hi, don't leave.
We're wondering if we could trouble you for some hospitality, and our friend here had some words for you.
No, get out.
Good. Where's the captain?
He stands up and pulls up a big axe. Get out of my keep.
Well,
Grimjaw, you said.
He sees as he stands up, he sort of becomes hunched, and as his back continues to even get larger, and his muscles on his arms start bulging out. His skin starts to turn to brown fur. His face becomes more boar-like with large tusks out of it. Seeing him start to transform into like a hybrid werewolf form.
Is he bigger than me now?
Yep.
Rude!
The guy behind him just pulls his weapon.
Now I have to fight him for dominance.
Yeah, you do. Initiatives.
we're both just like, you're like, son of a bitch. I'm like, you're not the only one.
It's,
I pull
Put me
my
on your
stilts
shoulders,
out.
I'll be taller.
it's like roleplay words. Anyone who starts overly talking gets shamed.
Uh-oh. Biscotio.
Oh.
This is not good.
20 and above.
Wow, we haven't even like
15 to 20.
19.
Talk about hostile hospitality.
Yeah. Basically, the roleplay note that was never going to go well. I said 15 or above. 10 or above?
10.
I was hoping we could fall our way to the captain and shank.
He's the captain.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Shank.
Kill him. Kill him.
Anyone else?
1.
6.
Oof.
I rolled a 3.
We have -2 days.
I rolled a 2.
So you see this large guy pull the trident, then he starts to move towards the group. As he does, he similarly starts to transform, but
Can you get swordfish?
you see his form start to become a deeper blue, elongated out. And he becomes a large watery serpent.
Would you say he's throbbing?
No, watery.
Specifically, where did he grow? Upstairs or down?
Everywhere.
across.
Oh.
So if he's a serpent, does he have arms and legs?
No. All his equipment shifted with him.
Alright. So he didn't shift,
Like he's
he
a druid
transformed.
almost.
He shape changed.
Yeah.
But to you, it's the same thing. To Koff, it is.
But is he just a legless lizard or is he a snake?
You would say he's a elemental water form of a water snake, but giant.
Is he an axle model?
You
I failed to break a pencil. You may live. So he starts moving towards you guys. Emharis.
I wave at them and just disappear.
He needs to send the report back.
In this room, what is the layout? So we've come through a corridor, through a door.
So you come into a door to the south of the room. So there's like a desk they was working at, filled with notes. Then there's like sort of like a high table, and there's a long table that looks like it'd be all for the men. The meals for all the men. Then it's pretty just empty.
Knowing how 5 and Truedream work, go and lock the door behind us invisibly, and then walk off.
Outside?
No, I'm inside with them. I lock the door from the inside. Because I'm assuming if the important people are in here, they
That
can
would
lock
count
them.
as an action while invisible. So you can do that, then turn invisible.
No, you can do actions while invisible, you just can't
attack.
cast or attack.
Alright.
You say he can.
It's all about action order anyway. I just say you lock the door, then turn invisible, but whatever.
I don't want them to know I lock the door necessarily either, though, if possible. If
These guys are busy transforming and charging at you, they're not.
You can just do it next turn if need be.
I'll just have to disappear and walk off.
Who's in front? So you both know.
She's just in front of me.
Alright.
As they started to like transform, I imagine it would have just been like both of us step forward.
Defensive positions.
It's really done.
Did it beat my Widowall 19?
No!
Asking to be beaten to death.
So he just charges forward and tries to gore you with his tusks he now has, and you deflect it and step out. So you have your shield out?
No.
Yeah.
You said 19.
Yeah, that means I have my shield out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You would have missed
That
that
impressive, I see.
So he misses. And then he misses as he tries to swing through with the axe. Oh, sorry, it's an axe.
It is when you're level 5, alright.
But misses with that too, so Truedream.
Oh, okay. It is in fact my turn. So, your AC is 17 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to be 19?
I'm not gonna say no, but if you want to attack and fucking beat this guy down, go for it.
Then in that case, if you get hit, I'll cast Shield on you. But I am going to cast Magic Weapon. So that it will... No, the Spiritual Weapon. That's the one. I had Spiritual Weapon and then Magic Weapon, like, right next to each other. Spiritual Weapon.
Sure, attack.
So...
Which one are you attacking?
Oh, I'm gonna go... The boar tried to gore me.
Yep.
And he talked back.
And it was very rude.
And he's taller than you now.
Yeah, that's very rude. That's going to be 21 to hit.
And he has hair on his head.
Hammer under the chin.
How
That
rude.
hits him.
I I'm gonna wear his hair like my hair would be if it was there. It does, 1d8 plus 5 force damage.
Gonna make earrings from his teeth.
That is going to be 11 damage.
He's down. That's it.
End of fight.
So that was with your spiritual weapon?
Yep.
Yep.
Force damage. And it means I can hit in the bonus action now without having to use War Priest.
Alright, what are you doing with your action?
Oh yeah, that's right. In that case, I'll hit him myself.
That's whack.
Or not. That's a 9.
That is only 4.
Although I did have Guided Strike reset.
Yeah, it's a long rest, isn't it?
Long or short?
I mean, may as well. These are the guys we're here to fight, probably.
Touche! Fuck it, let's do it.
Everyone
So-
else is distracted on the walls.
13 plus 6, so 19 to hit.
Yep.
Sweet.
I mean, 13 would have hit, but yeah.
What?
Nothing. I said 13 would have hit.
He's a big boy who's hard to miss.
Well, you've wasted it now. It's too late.
Well, you would have had to use that to still hit at all, though. You had 11 before, didn't you?
I had 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still needed to use it.
Yeah, I still need to
So you
use.
hit him?
Yeah, because 9 certainly would not have hit. Because it was 13 when I included the Guidance Strike. I just didn't include my bonus. So that is going to be 8 damage
With your...
with my normal hammer.
Cool. You hit him with the hammer and just slides off him.
Woo! But the attack hit. But it still slid off.
It's clean strike hit. Bane even helps you hit a really solid spot, and the hammer just hit off.
Almost
So-
like he's immune to bludgeoning damage or something.
Because he's blubbery.
Cough.
I walk up to him and my fists catch fire and I punch him.
Yep.
You prove you're a man of your word. You're here to punch things.
Fuck's sake.
Lucky for
There's
his
14 hit.
Yes.
Oh, there's a reset on the sword.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'll spend 2 key points to make them d10s.
It's going to even assume they'll hit. Well, they'll
So
actually go.
divide the fire damage out, please.
So, yeah, 10 and 10.
You've rolled 2 10s?
No, I rolled 2 6s.
Okay. Well, that hurt him.
Yeah. And I'll flurry of blows as well. I don't think 12 hits.
12 hits.
Alright, sweet. And they will be d10s as well. And that's
So they're... Hang on, so your hands are on fire?
yeah. So it 1 key point to make all my attacks fire,
All your attacks, not just your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you have 20 key points to make them
Okay.
d10. So that was 7 and 9.
To hit?
No damage.
So 16 total?
Now I have key points.
Oh, that hurt him.
Yeah.
5.
1 minute.
Thank you.
So the other guy turned into a giant serpent, right?
Yeah.
How far away is he?
Whereabouts they go? He's about halfway across the room, so about 20 feet away.
Look at the big ball. They're kicking the shit out of that. I look at the serpent like, alright. Swing the sword around, run at him, and take 2 shots at his face.
Yep. I really wish they were clearer on what this guy transformed into. Considering the amount of damage you just did to Grimjaw, I know which one I'm picking.
Axolotl.
No.
Giant axolotl.
Axolotl. The world's most terrifying creature.
With a big old smile.
Who says you don't get never grow up? Oh, who said yeah, you have to grow up?
17 to hit.
You hit other.
And I'm going to throw a Divine Smite into that just because it's...
So that's water. That's a serpent boy.
Yep. Because he's a big boy currently.
Oh, it's an extra d10.
It's a big squishy boy.
And I got an extra D on top of my...
Yeah.
I rolled
Yeah.
D6s.
Huh? Ah, because it's an actual d10, not changed to d10. So that's an extra 16 points of damage. Or fire damage.
I knew we kept you around for a reason.
It's way better.
That was a 1. Well, I thought it was a 1.
I swear that one was a 5 because that was the one.
I thought they were both 1s. Well, yeah.
I'm also blind.
So am I.
It's a really awkward way to roll your dice when neither of you can see them.
They just make numbers up.
We need a screen reader for dice.
Natural 20 again.
No, but the really big thing is he just makes those numbers up. It's like, oh, I missed again.
20.
It's role playing.
Yeah.
23 points of damage for the first hit.
Yep.
And second attack is 18.
Don't hit.
And I won't throw a smite into this one.
Spicy.
13 points of damage on that one.
So you get deeply enticed. It's now his turn. He is going to try to hit you back.
Is this the ball?
No.
No, big snaky boy.
So he like rushes forward, you dodge out the way, hits the wall behind you. You hear the stone crack. But he misses. Emharis.
Living out my Aladdin fantasies right now.
How's this room lit?
Torches.
Torches?
I just want to say.
I go to near their desk, take a torch and start setting their paperwork on fire. Put the torch back on.
Yeah, sure.
That is all.
We don't need our druid to have chaos.
Exactly.
Cloth. Grimjaw is going to try to hit you. If my dice would roll above a single digit.
Lucky.
You ask and you shall receive.
I rolled an 18 on the dice.
Yeah, re-roll it.
You ran out of luckies.
Are you going back on a short rest?
Nope.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
I thought you did.
No.
Okay.
That was why I made my little comment about let it use lucky. Because
I did that before the short rest though.
I know. How many characters do I play with lucky? All of them.
6.
You take 12 damage as he misses with his axe and he comes through and gores you with his tusks. You please roll a con save.
I can fail a con save.
No, just roll lucky. You're right.
What did you get?
I rolled a 3, so like 5.
Yep. 5. Oh no, sorry. Wrong character. Truedream.
Cool. So if my hammer's not going to work, I'm going to do something that's probably really stupid. I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to make a dex save.
He needs to. He doesn't, but he needs to.
Well then, he's going to take 2d8 radiant damage. Ha ha ha. That 9... Yeah, 9 damage. Because it doesn't get any extras. 9 damage.
Nice.
And then my weapon will hit.
There you go.
Took me a second.
Yeah, I was like, if you didn't say it, I was about to.
Oh, and that's 20.
Which does the extra damage, yeah?
So it will double it?
Yeah, so 2d8 plus then
Cool.
your wisdom mod.
Cool. 19. That was a very lucky roll.
Yes, it was. He's 19. Yeah, he looks really hurt now.
Good. You killed me.
Tough.
Good.
Alright, I guess I punch him.
Nope.
It's behind you
missed.
now.
Not in this realm.
I get a 23.
No.
I assume it does nothing.
Correct.
Alright.
Killed me.
I noticed that. Can I
Just
make
like the next level, you'll make it do something.
No, I use my key points. I realize.
No, the next level,
Yeah.
you'll be 6. And...
So can I roll a? I have like minus intelligence.
But you're a combatant. You surely work out something.
I got a 13. So I realise why I can't damage him.
No, but you do realise that the fire seems to be working a hell of a lot better than your fists.
Alright, I look around. Is there torches in here?
There are.
Or a desk on fire.
Alright, I go.
There is, but it's a bit far away.
Yeah. I'll run and. How far away is the torch?
10 feet.
Yep, I'll walk over, grab the torch.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, please do.
And I come back and I hit him with a torch.
Sure.
Is that I can use that as the rest of my attack action, can't I? Yeah.
Why not?
Ooh, natural 1.
You hit him with a torch, but he just like swings his axe and cuts it in half.
Now you said it was 10 feet away, so I still got 20 feet. Where's the next nearest torch?
20 feet away.
I'll walk up to that torch.
Yep. You can't make an attack of opportunity because you already missed one.
Yeah. And now I've made an attack action, so can I, two-handed fighting, throw this torch at him?
Yes. It's going to be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay, that. I'm sure there's lots of torches in here. Well, 15?
Yes. 1d4 plus strength.
2 damage.
Oh, you have a
What's his
minus strength?
None.
Oh god.
Still better than Molbath.
He's really close to death.
And I use his relentless ability to stop him from dying. Just torches hits him in his eyes, just like. Rah.
The bastard.
To be fair, I did roll a natural 20, so.
That is the kind of kill that as a DM you fear.
5.
I'm still fighting this giant serpent, man.
Be there in a second.
I turn around and still kill. No.
But why not?
Just pull out an action that.
Yeah, first attack still the kill, second attack goes back to the serpent.
Yep, just standing. I imagine myself gloriously standing in the middle of this clothed serpent while I'm like, but really I'm just like,
It is trying to coil itself around you.
fuck yeah, die beast. Uh-oh.
It's harder to swing when you're being constricted.
14.
Full hit.
Well, alright. 9 points of damage.
You cut him and you see him shift back to his original form.
Hello. Just go back down here. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's probably pretty close to a nat 20, so you just go with that. Maybe reroll at this point.
Yeah, reroll. That was well and truly cocked. If I couldn't
18.
move it in one hit.
18 hits.
And I'm just, I'm gonna smite him.
Yep.
I'm like, hello.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tile.
Oh, don't you dare. That's actually a 7. That's not too bad.
That's a 1.
10. That one's a 7.
That's a 1.
Yeah, no. 25 points of damage.
That's him. It is his turn. See me whispers a bit. Doesn't like step out of your range, it steps a little bit away. Whispers, and you see the water that was splashed around as he moved. Comes into him and forms a spike set of armor around him. So the temperature drops.
Considering doing that myself.
Everything else he's got is either a spell slot or not a bonus action. Stands there with his little tiny dagger ready.
Aww.
Good luck to him. Emharis.
I'm just going to keep fanning the flames, trying to get it burning as much as possible so the desk starts catching on.
Yep. So yeah, you're doing this and you're watching all these paperworks on fire. You see bandit patrol routes get burned. You see like loot lists burn. You see maps disappear.
Secret loot area here.
Yep.
Really useful stuff.
I hate
All the plot clues burn.
Why?
And I look up and go, they're doing better than I thought.
Cool. Grimjaw is going to swing at Koff again. Gonna hit, and he's going to swing with his.
So he moved towards me.
Oh, you're out of the way, weren't you?
Yeah.
So
Right.
who's your face? True.
Yeah.
But I'm with the boar, he's with the snake.
Yeah.
18.
Nope. I had my shield out.
Where does it say on my card?
Says the island in a mess of trouble.
Misses with his tasks. Truedream.
Yeah. I am going to cast Sacred Flame again, because why not?
He appears ready for it this time.
Oh, then he
And
doesn't take any damage.
What's your DC?
The spell save DC on that one is 14.
So he seems ready for it this time and tries to duck out the way, but as wounded as he is and just how bulky he is, he's just too slow.
Oh, he does miss. Oh,
I rolled 12 on the dice and it's +0.
Oh, bless him. 2d8 radiant again. 6 damage. And then, oh, he died?
Yeah,
Yay!
2 would have killed him. So series of golden flames burn across him. Seemingly tries to like just rage through it and fails and collapses on the ground in front of you. And he reverts to his human form.
Oh, yes. And in that case, and Snack is still up.
Well, the Fathomer who was a snake but is now a person again.
Snake boy.
Is cowering before me like in an icy armor.
Her cowering is. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Then in that
You're a
case,
snake, not a cow.
in that case, a lovely little spectral hammer just going plop, 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 dunk. And hopefully for some force damage. That's a natural 20 again.
Right.
You kill stealing bitch.
She stole my kill first.
I know, right?
You have to roll your
I
damage.
just have to work out how much the armor. I think this is going.
5 per level.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. I always play Warlock. And he was about to get murdered. He cast it in his highest level spell slot.
17.
He's a Warlock. 17?
Yeah.
So yeah, he
That's the
takes
worst.
2 damage.
Okay.
But his ice armor just shatters. And you see like a lot of the ice shatters directly at your hammer, but just passes through it.
Yeah. Helped you out.
I mean, I was gonna take it,
Cough.
but
How far away is the sub dude?
Close enough.
I'll walk over and start punching.
badass.
If only you had lucky.
There we go, 23.
You know, I've noticed that
6
it's either
damage.
I'm rolling brilliantly
27?
or he is.
Oh, sorry, that's how many points he's got damage is
Someone has to
on.
be.
6 damage. Yes, I did 27 with 1 hit. I'm amazing.
You did like 49 in a round, or 59, whatever it is. So yeah, that hit him. Is that your turn?
Yep, that was all my actions.
5.
Yep, just walk. Sorry, friend. And then just. Actually, what does this guy look like? Does he look like a bookie kind of guy, or? Oh no, he's dying so hard.
Oh, the thick boy. He's
Bigger than Truedream, so
he's
can't live.
chunky.
And I did just mention he's a warlock out of character.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
Oh
like
lord, he comes.
Yeah, they're the worst.
swing straight up and slice him from like
But he's Ginny Pants.
Oh, an underhow. Nice choice.
from a
Yeah.
dick to chin.
Feel free to roll that.
19.
My water serpent. Yeah.
Technically, it's wizard's water serpent. Am I wrong? Ooh.
8, 11 points of damage.
Yeah, you cut deeply through his stomach, up his front, but he's still holding it together.
And as I get to the top, overhead swing.
Ooh, good catch. Right on my leg.
Is that 20?
That's a natural 18.
So close.
That's just not good enough.
You almost got vocal spite.
I'll reroll that. Yep. So 10.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
At some point.
I think you've gone the wrong way in this minute.
Yeah.
Towards you. Yeah.
Oh, there's a camera over there. Oh no, I see. My cable holder is
Slipping.
slipping.
Oh no.
Seems
So let me just move the whole camera rig.
Oh god.
So what are you doing?
Deck save, everyone.
24 points of damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dick to chin, decapitate.
I loot the war dude.
He has a huge axe on him.
I take that.
Yep. It doesn't feel magical, it's just giant axe.
I want to use it.
Let's see what else he's got him. Stuff. And junk. He doesn't really have anything else on him.
Amazing.
Emharis, why are you burning the important notes?
You can't see him.
No, you can see it burning in.
I'm
So it disappeared.
assuming it's not that much of a leap.
From pretty close next to you. I don't know, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
I just start patting them. Oh, bloody stop it.
Looks like you had it.
You see you pat it out, you see like half a note talks about a series of troublemakers that are believed to be from the Order of the Gauntlet in Red Larch. And just you catch little bits and pieces and it sounds like there's a water cult spy in Red Larch, but you have no idea the rest of the note burned.
I just like openly swing wide, trying to backhand Emharis wherever he is.
Swinging around.
You
If I walk around and go,
bastard! This was important.
We can't see anyone else in this room, right?
Nope.
Alright.
You can't even see all of you.
Oh, I used the axe to decapitate the ball.
Yep. Well, he's that person, but yeah.
A thought occurs. We've killed their leaders. Perhaps we could just claim our leadership here. They seem to respect power. Show them their heads.
Some places go with a kill what might keep what you kill kind of thing, but I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. After all, we did just get let in the gate.
I am ready to murder all of the heretics.
I say we do it in a smarter fashion. We at least have something prepared and don't just walk out there and go, "We have killed your leaders."
I pick up the head and walk out to that.
I happen to
The
know
door's
that,
locked.
I happen to know a certain individual who's invisible right now. That could be helpful.
I guess you have a point. Prof, actually, you can keep holding the head. Or I'll pick up the one I decapitated as well.
Your leader is dead, and here is his head.
I'm mounting his skull on my skull.
Double skulls.
Can we tell me two hats?
I mean, it is a human skull though, but yeah.
Do you still have the manticore head
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Amazing. He's gonna stack hats like TF2.
What if somebody comes along with three hats? That'd be ridiculous.
Then I have to kill him and take his hat.
Absolutely gonna turn into a Team Fortress 2 joke.
That's what he has to do.
I guess if the door doesn't open, I kick it down.
As you get up, just a sec. I'm okay. Open up.
Why did it sound so moist?
There's all the water from the water serpent.
That's none of your business. Stop asking questions. You can't see me.
As I pass all the guy through the room as well.
Yeah, he's got like, essentially it looks like a punch, dagger, trident thing.
I take that. Is that everything?
Let me think for a moment. He would have, where's my...
Very useful.
No.
Oh,
Cloak of Billowing.
Start from the magic. God damn, if you had a club. I would just tie it onto the man's skull and go.
It looks like a flying manticore over your head.
Exactly.
he's wearing an amulet, and it looks like it's made out of a frozen segment of really dark water.
Pocket.
And you can definitely feel it's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah. And there's something else not in here.
No, there's nothing else in here.
There was a desk with some papers.
There's like stairs that go up to the upstairs rooms.
No one cares about Ash.
Yeah.
No, we don't hear anyone coming from there, do we?
Nope.
Alright.
No, you don't.
I'm the invisible one.
Oh, no. No, you don't.
I cast it at a high level and go to you as well.
Right, walk back to the right. You might go better now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an invisibility too?
Mm-hmm. I'm just doubly invisible. I mean, it didn't make sense giving it to anyone else because everyone was going around and punch anyway.
I would have had advantage for my first attack. But
So, are we just walking outside then with this head?
I guess.
Alright.
Right. I kick open the door.
I was trying to see if there was literally anything I could do to repair the paper, and I can't.
No.
Best you could do would be mending if you had that, and that would just repair the paper, not the ink.
In my defense, if this works, we just be like, you. Who's in Red Larch is with us? What are your patrol routes?
So you go out into the courtyard. Do you go through the double doors or the ones you came in through?
No, the double doors. Most impressive way.
We get doves.
So you kick it open and stride out, and you look down to cross the harbour. You see people up on walls, and they're all sort of looking out. And you see a couple of people look up at the sky, and no one really sees you.
They seem somewhat distracted. Are you okay? Coming down with something?
Shut it. And in my most attemptive authoritative voice, I'm like, attention! Everyone of this keep?
Like, you see four guys on the nearest wall, like, look down with crossbows pointing at you.
I'm ready to dodge.
I take the dodge.
Can I see your way up to the walkways from here?
Yes, actually. There's stairs right in front of you.
I start walking straight up and getting near the guys with the crossbows.
I
Like,
take the
stop!
dodge.
Who are you? Why are you holding that edge?
We have killed your leader.
They shoot.
I'm at the back by this point. I'm still crawling over the papers, trying to see if I can do something. They all just walked off.
My plan was solid, okay?
No, it wasn't.
It was as
It's about as
solid,
solid as those guys' heads.
it was as solid as cosplaying
So
is smart.
Emharis takes 10 damage.
I'm invisible. I was sneaking up around them.
Yeah, two of them. Yeah, you get hit twice and two miss.
Even with his dodge.
Especially with his dodge. Dodge right into it.
You dodge out the way of 4 arrows.
And you will swear fealty to us,
Still taking the dodge action.
or you will die.
How close do I get to the first guard?
You're pretty much at it now.
I'll stay about 10 feet back and just say, we're everywhere, you know. Then I move.
Just walking past them. Just
Oh, yeah.
He fires the crossbow where you were. Now you're starting to get attention from elsewhere. Call out, they're inside the wall! Make intimidation check.
fuck.
Can I assist him by brandishing my new axe and my head?
Are you proficient in intimidation?
I am not.
Nope.
I also have -1.
Can he? Because he's sowing the seeds of dissonance. It's alright. I'm fine.
Stand down or you'll all die, you know.
17.
You see, like, the fairly standard guards in front of you are looking hesitant. The word starts calling around. Some of the more, like, cultists here coming out. Oh wait, that was the wrong thing. You're not facing the married. And yeah, you see a couple of people get on the large keelboat, including the water genasi. See a couple of the reavers come out elsewhere.
So is it just like people like flocking out now?
Yeah, they are looking at each other and they're sort of testing their weapons and trying to decide what to do.
We can discuss this reasonably. But I am now the lord of this manor.
Keep.
Great, we've had the Lord of Lanzarote, now we're having the Ward of People or whatever.
Still the Lord of Lanzarote. Just because I'm dead doesn't mean I'm not.
To be fair, so is the actual Lord of Lanzarote.
Yeah, but no, I killed him and took his title. It's like
Captain Jolly was a coward and a heretic.
At that point, the one on the ship calls out, "They're enemies of the crushing wave."
It's like they know us.
They're enemies of Hydra. Kill them.
Hail Hydra!
Can you roll? Well, you happy with 17? Because they're going to have to impose check. You can roll again if you want.
There's a potential you'll get lower than the 11 you rolled.
You might get a nat 1, or you might get a nat
Can't
20.
consensus, should I reroll or should I?
Let's roll to see if you should.
just reroll.
High or low for yes or no?
We can,
High is yes.
You should re-roll.
I was going to say we should do my coin flip one, but
You shouldn't have re-rolled.
9.
Can I lucky that since it affects me?
I will allow this, but first I'll go. So I rolled a 5 with plus 5.
I rolled a 3 with plus 6, so
Yeah. Yeah, you can use your lucky as it affects you.
one more than before, 18.
we've got some earth culture shit. I'll like
You just flex
lean
a bit.
over to somebody, grab some of the earth cult and air cult stuff, and be like, "We're going to crush the false believers."
We've crushed the false believers before and we'll do it again.
Y'all are in our crosshair.
You see them all sort of looking around. See that the fight's not really in them. They're looking at this guy. He looks around and goes up. "Leave us. We'll let you leave."
How close would I have gotten to him by continuing to skirt around the walkways?
You would have to go on through like a tower and around. He's like a boat right around here.
Yeah.
So it's not super far because you are shouting backwards and forwards. But yeah, there's been pauses and stuff. You probably could have gotten near him if you want to.
Yeah, so is he by himself shouting?
There are people on his boat with him.
How close are they to him?
Reasonably spread out. So
Shout at the world.
most of them are probably within a 20-foot radius.
Within 10 feet?
A couple of them would be. There's probably about 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
I have to work it out.
I'm gonna I'll shout out to him after he says that, like, "Then come here and prove your strength with your swords."
Just looking at him, he ain't a sword guy.
Even better.
And what do you mean by that?
Face me in battle. If you dare.
Dun, dun. He looks around. See him doing like mental calculations. Are you wounded at the moment?
No, actually, no.
Did anyone get hit in that?
Not only am I not wounded, the arrows just either glanced off of me or missed.
Ooh. 10, 20. What's the range of magic missile?
60 feet, 90 feet?
It's at least 90 feet.
What
I
are
think
they?
it's over 100.
I think it's 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just did the math. You're 120 feet away from the spellcaster.
I cast magic missile from the boat.
That might affect things. 120 feet.
Maybe
He
I
will-
should have had you holding them at.
He will step 5 feet further closer and go, "Very well then," and cast the spell.
Yep. I'm just gonna like open arm it.
Come at me, bro.
3, 4, 5. Let me just. I'm going to drop dice rolls because it's quicker.
Come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped.
So you hit that fucker, 18 damage. It's 5 water-like darts.
I keep a walk towards the boat that he's on and use my action to heal 18 hit points.
Now, you won't be able to reach him if you walk to him.
That's right.
You have to you'll be able to sort of walk around.
It's about proving a point.
Yep.
Yeah, just an advance over 4 rounds.
So you walk 30 feet closer?
Yep, and use my action to heal 18 hit points on myself.
I follow roughly like 20 feet behind me.
Does anyone else do anything aggressive?
By this point, I should probably stop pawing over the papers and probably start heading out.
We don't need you, it's okay.
Is there other guards near where I am now?
There are people on the wall looking down.
I'll find one that's sort of got some space between them and the others and just sort of get within about 10 feet and whisper, might be time to stand down and just once again move.
Yeah, they don't look like they're about to intercept already, but from what you can gather from all these basically bandit societies, they're not going to put a give away their weapons because that'll be they'll get killed. But they're not looking to attack either. So he does it again for 20 hit points. Another 5. You see he starts walking slowly backwards on his boat.
I heal. I use my action to walk 13, so it was 20.
Yep.
And I heal 7 hit points back.
Is he now that he's moving backwards in an area where I could get him in a 20-foot radius without hitting anyone else?
I'll say yes, people are kind of giving him a bit of space. Clearly this is between the two.
Yeah.
Is the boat docked?
Yes.
Yeah. After the second one, I'm going to click my fingers and point, then send the displacer beast ahead of me in a full dash.
So I'll those folks at home. Yeah, so the boat is the big one on the right. You're walking around the top, and so yeah. So you send the displacement forward.
Yeah, rushing ahead of me.
I assume you're casting sleep.
Yes. 48 points of sleep damage.
You cast it down. Nothing happens. He moves how far? Is it 80 feet?
He can get 80 feet in a full dash.
He's pretty much hitting the boat.
By this point, I was well back with the papers. I was trying to get any information I could, basically gleaned about there being a spy in Red Larch. So I took a note of that, and then I'm going to head out.
Roll investigation disadvantage.
I have a +0 already. So I had a nat 20 or a 15.
I will tell you what you find in a moment.
That's all good.
Can you and your pet both make dex saves, please?
Ooh.
Tops. Well, I got a 3, so 1. And my pet gets a 17.
So he gestures and the water rushes up the wall, across, sweeps through, knocks you to the ground, doing 11 damage. Sorry, d8s. Let me reroll that.
Oof.
8, 10, 6, 7, 17 damage, and knocks you prone.
Yep.
His place where he takes half. It isn't knocked prone. He then jumps in the water.
Fuck.
He's swimming fairly easily, like he's part water.
How many dudes are out here roughly?
It's hard to judge. A lot of them are just trying to stay out of your line of sight. But
I say
there's at least 30 armed people on the walls watching, stepped out of barracks.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
And give myself back 10 hit points.
I will just assume your pet makes mincemeat out of one of the people on the boat in frustration.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, he's gone. I have no control after that point.
He's a good kitty.
And
Already the
I'm
dodge action.
just moving forward.
You're moving forward.
Trying to maintain. I'm going to move back because if it's like a cliff line, so he can't has a worse line of sight.
So you see him sort of swim around the boat back to the wall a bit, and then he vanishes and appears on top of the wall,
Yeah,
and he casts Ray of Frosting.
cool.
What is he? 5th level spellcaster. So that's that. 19 to hit.
That just hits. No, sorry, no. 17 is my AC. Actually.
Okay, so does 11 cold damage.
Yep, and he takes 10 cold damage.
That's in melee combat.
It's only melee.
No, it's only melee, is it? Alright, well.
But yeah, your armor will still absorb some
Yeah.
damage, and you are slowed.
Cool.
How close did he appear to me on the wall?
Really, like within 30 feet.
Okay, because I realised I'm no longer invisible because I cast a spell.
I'm also 20 feet
That's
behind.
it. But
Behind him, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be focusing on you.
Yeah.
He's focusing in spot.
But I meant, is he between me and him, or is he on the other side?
Oh no, he's like, because there's walking around the dock essentially.
Yeah.
Just he's gone on the wall, a solid 20 feet above you guys,
Oh, okay.
and he'd still be further because he's in a spot where he can either jump to the dock area or into the river.
Yeah. And how climbable is this wall?
It's a castle wall. It's going to be difficult for a monk.
Yeah.
Probably still. So it'd be an athletics check.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh well, are you able? You're not at the level where you're like, I can run up walls. You can.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Answer that. 5.
Does he look like a person?
He looks like a water genasi.
Whole person.
Yeah. So you see him, he's like smiling a bit, trying to work out what spell would cast. So yeah, he's frozen, he's just near you.
And then I'll just like steepen pace a little bit, like look like next time I'm about to fucking just like beeline at him.
You don't really have a clear way to get up there without going through a tower.
Alright. Then if need be.
I just sort of leaning against the edge of the wall with my arms folded. I just call out to the others. Kill him now and we'll let you live.
Actually, Emharis became visible, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk under where he is and just kind of like look at Emharis and then look at the guy.
Roll intimidation.
My specialty all of a sudden.
The phrase I'll let you live.
14.
Or is that deception?
I might let them live.
Oh, these guys.
Look, I will let them live. We'll kill them.
Yes, true. I'm probably not going to kill anyone deliberately. I don't have to.
One guy goes up and you see he makes like a show of trying to hit but misses. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on his advantage. The other guy actually hits him, crits because he's held. This is the first damage he's taken. So, at that point, something sort of gives in the crowd, and they realise, like, most of these guys are bullies in their basic life. There's blood in the water. There's sharks.
Oh, my pretty.
What do you do after? You just say that you're not. How close are you to stand?
I would have stayed 30 feet away, just folded my arms and leant against the wall.
Probably sensible. What's the range of a light crossbow? 320 feet. They just all turn, like, everyone just starts turning their bow and just shoots at Shoulder, which is this guy's name. And he gets pin cushion, as does the 2 guys next to him.
This is going better than expected.
I look at the ones left. Well done. You'll live.
Barely.
Barely.
It was 1 wisdom save from you getting masked.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
I was like, how do I get out of this?
You do hear like a random voice just call, "Now get out!"
Another one.
and you see someone get pushed out. You have a feeling, and he's like turning around like, what? Wasn't me, it was him! To someone you can't see.
Him?
100 feet away.
5. Care for some justice. I'll send you a message. Make our point.
Would you care to recount that statement?
It wasn't me, it was that guy. It was Dan.
I call that you. Roll a deception check.
He rolls a natural one. It's a persuasion check because he's telling the truth. He just rolled really poorly.
I'll turn to the guys around him, and like usher to the people around him, like, was it him?
They will look at each other and just.
How do you think the water go? Get them to kill each other.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Bread and circuses.
They are all cultists.
I'll sort of step out a little bit. Anyone else? No?
The crossbows are aimed at you.
I look at them and just tilt my head, ready in action.
They're also looking around. You see, from your position on one of the higher walls, some people are actually just sneaking off. But also, you guys notice that the smaller of the kill boats started to move. And you see that inside the inner harbour, there's a small grotto, and it's starting to head down there.
Is there a gate stopping it from actually leaving?
No, this is going deeper inside under the castle.
I'm message 5. Pointed out.
So it's
I know.
a bit around.
I'm just like, can't do anything about it.
Send the kitty.
What I will do is look over. I wish to speak to any of the captains who wish to retain their position here, or lieutenants looking for a promotion. Come speak to me inside. And I'll walk inside, walk past Truedream and be like, cough up a little bit of blood.
Heals. I'm gonna cast. You're really hurt. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on a 3rd level spell slot.
12 HP out of 43.
And like a bunch of that is temporary.
Oh no, the temporary is already gone.
I'm gonna pull down the Ganassi and Loom. I'm gonna pull down the Ganassi and Loom.
Did you want some?
The Ganassi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull down Loom.
Oh, Loom. Yeah. What does he have? Once again, he's probably not going to have much on him.
23.
He was a captain of a ship that's right there, and all his crew is currently dead.
I go onto the ship just to make sure no one takes it.
23, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
I politely suggest to everyone on the walkway that they should head to the hall for the discussion.
Not many people up there.
That's right. I'm fine with abandonment. I don't really care. Even if I have like 6 people here.
The more we can get in there, though, in case they come from another place and attack us, get them on our side.
In that ship, you find 340 gold piece, generally of stuff. There's a potion of healing. There's also just like general goods, trade goods that have been probably stolen from somewhere.
Yeah, that's shit.
You know, there's every potential that all of these cults weren't actually doing anything necessarily wrong.
Yes, they were. They were in our way.
Well, the first one literally was just butchering people in a quarry.
But the other ones, there is every possibility that they may not have been.
They were literally
everything.
murdering children in front of us.
Yeah, that was the first one.
That was the second one. That was the bird people.
So this is
The
a
bird
pirate
people
ship.
throwing kids off out of a tower for no reason other than to put an animal out of its misery, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, apart from considering you burn all the evidence.
Why would you do such a thing? We needed that.
This one was literally just moss and a rolling stone. Right? It's like, well, we've met the others. They're fucking dead.
Time to
Round
murder
3.
everything.
Hat trick.
So I'm gonna go into the galley of the pirate ship, and I assume there's rum there, so I'll pick that up and go sit on deck.
Yep.
Like, got it while I rest.
Fair enough.
Eventually I'll find out what I discovered off of the papers. When Brett's ready.
If Brett's
It's the
ready.
exact same thing.
So in the Swinging Sword Inn, now closed, there is a. You just hear like the letterhead is the Swinging Sword Inn, but it's no, it would be signed. It looks like there's just some reports from there. You sort of piece together the handwriting to that bit of burnt top letterhead to this and that. See a signature of Zhentarim.
Zhentarim?
See, we took care of your problems. You thought we were just being silly.
Zhentarim was which one again? That's the owner?
You don't recognise the name.
Name. Okay.
No one knows.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Oh, I actually have that. That is gonna be.
I mean, you are the cleric, you fucking better.
Yeah. 20 non-natural.
Yeah, just as a chieftain and someone who's been around a bit, you recognise just some of the idioms of like a household servant. So you think this person's position is probably something like maid.
Didn't murder a heretic.
I'm just going to be leaning against the desk in this time in case anybody comes in.
Nope.
I'm fine with that too.
So like you're leaning on the desk. Truedream is like moving papers around, like beautiful minds, like the equations on her
Yeah,
head.
you can say beautiful mind all you want. All I'm picturing is Charlie Day, like.
But like she's got all the papers together, and then she kind of like slams her hands down, like, I know who the spy is. I'll murder them.
I'll be encouraging people around the area to present themselves to their new lord.
Well, there's one of the doors in the 2 rooms behind you, not the upstairs rooms, the downstairs room. Well, actually, they both open and bunch of just beaten, scared townsfolk come out of the rooms. Try and work out how scary you guys all do, but you're dressed just like a guy.
Yeah. I look fairly neat.
Covered in more blood than he likes to admit.
Oh,
I have avoided blood at all costs.
But the decapitated bodies of the people who captured them are just in the room still. So they look around. One of the women sort of gets down on her hands and knees and grabs your rose. Like, thank you, sir. Thank you for rescuing us.
You're welcome. Who are you?
My name's Noreen. I'm from Wanford. They kidnapped me months ago.
Oh, and what are you all doing here?
They make us work for them.
I need to write a letter.
Not anymore.
Then perhaps they should go home.
Yeah, stay here and rest first.
Thank you.
Maybe we should get some food, water, make sure they're ready for the journey back.
That is wise, and any of the remainder of the heretics can be slaughtered.
This is Truedream. She's our cleric. I'm sure she'll be able to look after you.
They point at 3 guys, and they're also from Wanford. I wanted to join the cult though. They like step back.
Do you still want to join the cult?
The 3 guys are like, no, sir.
Do you
Cowards.
mind working for us?
No.
What are your skills?
They make us cook. I was a smith's apprentice.
That could
Says
be
one of them.
Sounds useful for the project idea you had in Red Larch.
Well,
It's
tell you what,
neighbours.
go home, and live your life. If I ever come around, I may have some work for you.
Thank you. Oh,
I've got an easily recognisable face.
one of them looks like they're gonna ask a question, but then don't, and they sort of.
No, ask your questions.
Where are we?
Do you not know
Where
where you
are
are?
we?
We're in the Riverguard Keep.
We're near Red Larch. It's the closest town around here.
We're from Wanford.
Is anybody here from Red Larch?
Give me the map. I will show them where to go.
There you go.
Truedream opens up the map and points out where they are currently. And then,
Give one of them the flower.
okay, so is their town going to be pinpointed on this map, or is it
Yeah.
so far away? Okay. So I will find where they need to go on our map.
I'll send you a message and just say, perhaps we could escort them back. Good name for the Zhentarim wherever they're going.
So Wanford is basically you follow the Destin River downstream to barge right in and go across the river. So it's pretty simple. They were probably just like Watford, judging by like symbols on the map, has a dock. There's a port, sort of on the river port city. So yeah.
And there was no one from Red Larch in the town, in the captives.
No.
That's right.
Then in that case, if there is still a ship that is usable here, we can use it and take them home.
The Bardright Inn had a Zhentarim guy as the...
There's it is run by the Zhentarim. There's two different Zhentarim people introduce themselves as in charge, which is odd.
We'll sort that
I
out.
will write 2 letters, one to both of them, addressed with the exact same standing involved, telling them that we have taken this keep and it is available for occupying in the name of the Zhentarim.
It is available
with
for
details
security.
to send down with these people.
Yep. Yeah.
Somewhat worded. Not going, hey, this guy here, Zhentarim, take this keep, come occupy.
You would probably be very much
like
military terms.
Yeah, along the lines
from
of
past history.
I'll use my name and who we are, but I won't make any mention of the Zhentarams. Like we've taken this for the cause, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I'll do like a little black hand in the corner or something.
Be sure it's appropriately occupied.
Yeah, that's a good one. Black thumbprint.
Yeah.
And I'll send that with the people going down to Womford after we
drop them off there.
Scout everything. I was thinking of looking around this keep, raiding the galley.
That's right. They need to stay and rest and recover anyway, so we can do that while.
And then they
recover.
can just head down the river.
They head off. They don't want to stay here and rest. As soon as they find out the people have left, they're afraid they're going to come back, so they leave as soon as they can.
We need to go with them.
Did everyone leave?
We even found anyone.
If anyone captures them, where are they going to take
My
them?
idea was to have them go in a ship, so they can just go down the river and...
Yes, but we need to be there to spread the word of who saved them.
Well, we can just tell them who saved them. And if we
Not quite
send
the same.
word to the agents in the Zhentarim, they will do the work for us. I mean, or we could just tell them right now. It's either we tell them they were with the Zhentarim and we saved them, or we walk into a highly populated town and go, yes, we're with the Zhentarim and we saved them. I'd
How
rather
we get
not
our
be.
message to everyone then?
I'd
In
rather-
short, we get it to everyone.
We have a tendency to be have weapons drawn when you mention that.
A tendency to be misjudged, and we can correct that by bringing their lost loved ones back to them.
I'd still
In
rather send
person,
word
protected.
with the saved that, oh my god, these people saved us.
In my experience, it's different arriving with someone in tow to say you saved them than sending them down a river with a note tied around their necks. You can always come back.
Yes, but we may have to find a way in again.
Well, then we'll have to fight whatever's coming while we're in here.
Then we will cleanse the heretics once more.
Yes, I don't want to risk it. Next time might not be this easy. I'd rather hold what we've got for the time being.
I'm sure it will be fine. It is only a short trip down and then back. The river will be much faster than
Alright.
going on foot.
Alright, but wait, are we going downriver on one of the boats?
I believe my brother's holding the boat, ready to go.
And did a couple of boats left?
One.
Only the one went down? Alright.
There was only 2 boats in the harbour,
Alright.
and the captain and the crew were killed
Yep.
by you guys in the big one.
When you say it left and went in, was under the temple, didn't it?
Well, under the keep, yes.
But not out into the river.
Correct.
Alright. But we're looting this place first.
Very well. We'll get the ship prepared and get it unboarded.
We'll start doing a room by room sweep and
Sure.
taking food.
Here, there's kitchens and like servants' quarters where the people came out. You head upstairs. There's a library, but it looks like it's been pretty much cleared out. The floor of this room looks wet, and what books there are remaining here look quite mouldy. There is a chest in here.
Look around. Sword, pop it open.
Yeah, there's no reason to stop you from doing that. I'm just going to fold the gems into dollar amounts.
Yep.
310 gold pieces worth of stuff. 2 scrolls.
I'll just kind of like roll them. I'll hold on to them and give them to Emharis.
There's about 25 gold pieces worth of books about various nautical topics.
How much was it? It was 315?
310.
310.
I'll look at the scrolls
Yeah.
also.
2 Arcana checks, please.
Ooh.
16 and an 8.
The first one is a scroll of haste. Second one you don't recognise.
Okay. Tuck them away.
So you then look around, there appears to be a guard room up here, but the guard room opens up onto an upper wall, and you suspect the guards have been called out. And had they not been, they would have probably heard your fight and helped. You then, then there's a large semicircle room, and it occupies the half of this tower, like large sort of tower keep. Gets slits windows that look out across the countryside, and the furnishings are very plain, but there's a very solid looking chair bunk. There's a small wooden table with some papers on it, some simple chairs around, and there's some large chests.
Well, how do we want to go about this? Does anybody have any knowledge of traps or anything, or am I just going to brute force?
Well, I mean, it's behind locked doors. Probably fine.
They also
Can't
appear
guarantee.
too stupid to use a trap.
In for a penny, in for a pound, and I'll just...
Yeah, you'll eventually get there with a magical greatsword. 150 easy to
Fast.
There's 660 gold pieces worth of gems and electrum pieces, not gold pieces. So let's redo that math.
Wouldn't you just add like a 0 or 2 on the end?
No, electrum is like half a gold piece.
Yeah, so you take the 0 up.
Divided by 2.
Yeah.
What was it in gold pieces?
Well, but there's like silver pieces and other things. About 500 gold pieces worth.
Alright.
I think I'm rounding up for your benefit.
Do that.
I will allow this.
It's easier this way.
You see some sort of notes on the table, some recent correspondence.
You want to read that?
Sort of looks like a note from. It's signed Captain. What's his name?
Drewjaw.
Nope.
Jolly.
Jolly Pants.
It says Lord Grimjaw, and then it's signed Shola Quandrel, Captain Shola Quandrel.
Was that the one that was...
Yeah.
They're already dead, it's fine.
Well, I don't think you actually know his name though.
Sorry?
I don't think you ever caught his name.
No.
Oh, you just said it.
I just-
Okay.
But he's dead anyway. So
It says, I've heard from my contacts in Yatar that interesting items come on the market. The Cult of the Eternal Flame has lost one of their devastation orbs.
gonna steal that.
And it has reached the black market magic item. Magic item black market.
Is there any indication of...
What it does?
No, I know what it... well, I know what it does, but is there any indication of how to access this black market?
None. The general tone is, you know what all these gems mean.
Yeah.
We might be able to ask some Zhentarim agents nearby, for example.
Yes, you've convinced me already.
I just start taking the papers and kind of just like pour them in.
Interesting. Well, I'm taking. Wait, it was plain in here, wasn't it? Like furnishing wise.
Yeah.
Taking the pillow.
Yeah, it's real. It's just a solid pillow.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, in from the central
It wouldn't be
chamber.
a waterbed.
No. It's a wearable bed. There's a staircase down in the large room you had the fight in. Goes down and you see that there's an underground tributary of the river. One side goes to like light in the harbour of the castle. There's a couple of small, almost like rowing boats in here, and then it goes west.
Like
Deep
the water just keeps continuing down.
Yes.
Yep.
Sort of west and to the north side as well.
I'm really getting tired of finding places that need exploration.
It's almost like it's designed that way.
It's almost like cults of heretics that keep spilling down into the depths. Like ants.
Anyway, let's get going.
Oh, yes.
We can explore this when we have taken it home.
You said that about the Earth Cult one. I really want my sword back.
Well, maybe we can go back there then.
We will return when we have murdered the fire cult. Then you will be strong enough for retribution and cleansing of the heretics down below.
No, but I want it now. Yes, we'll get
5, sweetheart, angel.
Oh, Andrew, I don't know about that.
Well,
Not anymore. So yeah, because you've got the map and you've been to a few of these places, the tunnel would head to basically below the monastery. So just judging by where that and the tunnel near the Feathergale Society was, seems like they were converging below that monastery.
So I'm just projecting here, but it's like the concept here that they're all going down below to meet with the Harpy Queen or whatever. I know there was mention of a Harpy Queen.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
But that implies
about
I
the guy
got it
behind
right.
I mean, not really. I mean, if anything, it just implies
He's not saying.
I'm not saying.
Now I know that look. I got too close by just bullshitting again.
Queen of the Harpies.
Queen of the Harpies!
This is like me saying it was cults back like early. And it turned out it was a cult.
My bet would be that each one has something directly related to each thing going down, and then
And then there's the fifth element down below.
My
Like,
theory is we will
Basically,
find out soon enough.
Maybe on next week, because we will leave it there.
this is D&D. You never find out soon.
Yeah, we're like nowhere through the book, and especially if you take all the side missions.
There's side missions?
Yeah,
I've already done a bunch of them.
like, but see, the thing is, the way the milestone of this leveling works in this, every time you defeat one of the cultist sections, you level. So you guys just leveled.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
You're useful at last.
He did all the damage.
Yeah.
Don't validate him.
But so there's nothing else of any financial interest here. There's no real clues here.
Well, there were.
I got a clue.
What was I doing? I was setting important documents on fire. Thank you very much.
And I wrote my note as murder
guess someone has to
underlined.
be
Just
more
string the
that.
maid from the swinging sword in. They are a water heretic.
So you all sleep here?
I thought we were heading down
No, we're
and
taking them
barge
down.
right in.
Catching the boat down to Mumford? Waterford?
To their home.
Womford.
Womford.
Mumford. That's where Mumford
In
is.
between.
So yeah, you take the big boat. You'll probably catch the people before they leave. They look like they're trying. You'll open the gates, bring your horse and cart in.
Yeah.
You don't have to go looking for it, and you head off.
Yes, we're gonna take them home.
Nautical adventures ahoy!
Another journey of learning to sail.
Well, it's downstream, so sailing's more directing towards the centre of the river.
It's just gonna be
docking,
going
that's
the
the
other way.
thing.
We're floating
Like,
in
forget about the
sky.
boat.
Ah! I'm also trying to go back the other way.
I remember docking a houseboat when I was a kid.
I can't
Just
wait
aim it at the beach or the bank and just accelerate. So this
Worst
is
case
going to take
scenario, we walk back.
longer than a day. I assume you'll rest up.
Yep.
Okay.
Speaking about it.
And in the morning, you wake up in a bed that has been partially destroyed, and there's fur around you.
Yeah.
And
What did I witness?
you saw him shift into a hybrid werewolf form.
As soon as he wakes up. And An animal attacked you in the middle of the night, but don't worry, I got rid of it for you.
Wait, sorry, I'm sorry. He shifted into a werewolf.
That was the con save.
Oh!
Oh shit!
Early session.
You know, now I wish I did turn around and fight that guy.
It's only DC12 too.
Cough totally believes me, by the way. I'm the hero.
So yeah, we have dogs and message tomorrow. I hear you have to go in some sort of dramatic thing might happen.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I might.
Hopefully someone does. I know.
TP.
Well, you know.
TP.
When you do missions for demons, things tend to end badly.
No, I never.
Nah, never. Speaking of things ending badly, Thursday, Star Wars game. And hopefully we'll see some people then. I think this is actually a slightly better setup. It just needs to be adjusted slightly.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. It was a test run.
We'll fix it when we're live.
We'll fix it.
We'll do it live!
Okay.
We did a bit of fixing live, I apologise
Yeah,
about
we
that.
did.
I just looked at this camera, there's the back of the camera. I mean, this camera is where I am today. I'm a little loud at it.
It's awkwardly staring at me.
And I had so little set up, I'm not doing a raid. But we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Boy.